Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Mass Mirror and here, and welcome in for... See, it was like taking his time and actually trying to show it right there. But anyways, welcome in for episode 1 for No, I'm Not a Human. Which, these days, I really don't know what I am. I mean, I'm some kind of like, you know, oxygen-breathing, you know, land organism or whatever. But sometimes it makes me like wonder if sometimes I feel like I'm human at times. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to get at there. But because I just woke up a little while ago and I'm trying to be slightly philosophical with some of my thoughts or whatever. Point is, we're playing a game where it's probably gonna definitely test my trust and distrust of people. Which, you know, when you really look at like how like some of these people look or whatever, or these things look, from what little bit I have like allowed myself to see of this game, probably not gonna have like, you know, too much trust to spare tonight. But we're gonna see how this goes. So anyways, for those who don't know what this game is, what I've actually, you know, heard about of it is that kind of like, you know, definitely it's like a horror version of Papers, Please in a way, where you have to inspect people, so on and so forth. And as someone who has seen his fair share of like, you know, horror fiction, where, you know, one wrong person let in, or like he was hiding an infection or whatever, usually spells disaster, I'm probably end up screwing up tonight. I mean, even with the fact that I know like a lot of the whole thing, and I've, you know, basically the trope in The Last of Us, Night of the Living Dead, or wherever, you're always gonna have that one person who's got some kind of infection, something going on with him that gets hidden, and then afterwards, it's everyone is like, oh my god, he was infected the whole time. It's like, yeah, no shit. If you actually would have pulled their pants leg up, or they're like, you know, rolled their sleeve, you would have saw they got bit or something. You know, that's on you for that negligence. But yeah, this game I think is like, it's definitely like one I've like seen people like just compare, basically talk about like it's basically like an agoraphobia simulator, like, you know, it's something like, you know, it's basically a social anxiety tester and everything. And I'm someone who, I'll admit this, rogues, and I've said this before on streams, I think, I'm an introvert. I usually, you know, am really just very much, you know, very much happy at home, playing my video games. I don't really go out too much unless I'm going out, like, you know, out of town, like maybe D43 or something. But usually a lot of times I'm just at home. I'm not like, you know, out, you know, trying to party or anything. I never really had an interest in like going out and partying, or it's just like I've never really had like a really extremely extroverted, you know, lifestyle. Even back when I did like haunt acting, usually a lot of times I would pretty much just converse with the other actors I was up there that I was friends with at the trail I worked. I'll pretty much just converse with them, but otherwise I usually like stuck my scene, kind of like, you know, just basically went there, got ready for the night, talked to people like beforehand, someone came through and like kind of came into the scene and wanted like kind of like speak to me about stuff. I chat with them and whatever. It was like new actors out there that were like, if we had like new actors that showed up out there, I would try to like kind of like ease them and help them out where I could, try to make them feel at home. But otherwise, I mostly just kind of stuck to my scene, did my job, and then when it was time to go, I was ready to go pretty much. But I've just never really been someone who's extremely extroverted. So this kind of thing, I mean, outside like there was also like back years ago when me and a few friends used to go and hang out in the mall like a few towns over and everything. But that was basically mostly about it. And also like when me and Amber were 17 and Rocket Knot just went to Carowinds up around North Carolina area last month. I mean, that was like the most extroverted I've been in a while. But a lot of it was just me just kind of like just sticking close to them. We had like this one kid that we were chatting with like on the roller coaster because it was his first time getting on like a flipping roller coaster. And we were trying to like calm him down and tell him like, you're gonna be all right. It's not, it looks a lot worse than it actually is. But otherwise, I'm usually, as far as like, I'm mostly someone who's mostly a homebody. I'm just happy at home, reading my comic books, playing my video games, and just kind of just keeping to myself. The world, like, the way this world is that a lot of times it's actually, much safer to be introverted because, with a lot of stuff that's like happens, I'm not going to go into details, but you guys probably know what I'm getting at. World can maybe a crazy place. Seems like it's getting crazier and crazier. And so sometimes, and even still like being at home at times feels like you don't actually really feel safe. So, yeah, but, yeah, I don't even know what ending I'm gonna go for. I don't know how much I'll be replaying this, because, I mean, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, I went through and got, I think, just about every ending of that except for, like, 2 or 3. But, yeah, so I'm excited to kind of get into this. So, like, I mean, again, me being introverted, it kind of, like, feels like this game's kind of speaking to me in a way, because it's, like, it's literally, like, it feels like it's gonna be, like, a window into my soul, because, literally just, like, I'm someone, like, usually is at home. And even like when I hear someone like knock on a door, it's like, who's that? Like, who's that knocking? And so yeah, this is gonna be like pretty interesting, just seeing how I'm actually gonna handle this. I know that the devs have like I think some other games they've like done, so I might actually dive into those after I try this out. But I mean, this game has gotten like so much it's got so much popularity to it. But for me, it was mainly just I'm not one that really like usually jumps in on trends. My thing is if I like a game, I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna play it, and I'm only gonna play like games I actually enjoy on this channel. Not really caring about chasing trends or. It's like, oh, well, I hate this game, but everyone else likes this, so I'm gonna keep playing it for the views. I'm basically in this because I'm interested in the game. And, I pretty much, like, again, I've mostly, like, just kind of, like, try to do things spoiler-free, in regards, like, just seeing what little bits here and there about it. Like, mostly, like, the Steam page and what little bit I've seen, like, on Google as far as, like, images of the game. Mainly what I was trying to make my thumbnail for it tonight. That's mostly, like, a lot of what I've seen. I don't really know too much about the story. Don't too much about the mechanics of them where you're supposed to inspect them. There's like another game that's coming out soon that's actually more based around like a zombie apocalypse thing where you have to kind of inspect people the same way. I got that on my wish list as well. I think it's supposed to be releasing like actually next month. I can't remember the name of it, but it's something similar to this where people like come out to a gate, they come to a gate and you have to inspect them, make sure they ain't got no bites or anything like that, and then let them in. And that's probably gonna be a really fun one to play too. I mean, because some of this like actually definitely has like yeah, but mainly I kind of like feel like this also might actually kind of go into the whole anomaly detection thing as well, because they're still trying to figure out what's wrong with the people and everything, and it's like, okay, well, gotta let them know, should they stay, should they go? But either way, like I said, I'm really excited to get in this tonight and play this for you guys. But of course, before we do, I got like opening ad break to get out of the way first. And another thing I actually am happy about with this game, if I click out, as you guys will see here, I love when games do this. I love when developers do this. We got ourselves one where if I had to click out of it, no encoding overloads. This is like one of the games, like, this is what I like seeing when the dev like has like the, you can do like the full screen, like, so it actually is at 1920 by 1080, even though my monitor is bigger, but it actually has like windowed full screen. So I love how like devs can actually do this where you can downscale your monitor and still have windowed full screen. So I hate when I'm like, trying to click out a game like Grounded 2 or Gone Fishing. And unfortunately, it doesn't have like the full screen window, so I can just click out without my whole computer like, being mad at me. But anyways, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and like do the ad break. It'll be about 3 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and get back into this. And also in advance, apologize you guys for me having like a bit of sound like a scratchy throat still. I actually woke up feeling not insanely sick today, but I definitely felt like really blah, not like overly like sick or whatever. But I think it's also just because like the whole thing, like it was just like really cold recently, and now suddenly out of nowhere it actually feels like it's almost spring, and I don't think my body was too happy with that. But anyways, at least I got like some fluids, I got caffeine and everything. We're gonna go and get the show on the road in a bit. So anyways, give me about 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. And also I'm still in the options menu. You might want to do something about that. I said do something about it. Go! Hold on. One of the games with the escape key doesn't let you get out of the options. We gotta get pressed back, you know. We gotta, like, you know, put the extra work in, apparently. Alright, so anyways, let's just go and get this started, Rogues, and see exactly what I'm about to get myself into. We got, like, you know, Beavis right here, like, right outside the door and everything, so that's... I thought it was like a still image, but we got, like, moving birds. We got like a freaking sim like speaking through like speaking spells. No, it sounded like a speaking spell, like, you know, if it was in The Sims. That's what I was trying to get at. It's bad. Like, I can't really narrate this because someone's talking and everything, or trying to talk. You can drop by how much you want, but you got like a bite mark or whatever, you ain't coming in. I'll nip that in the bud. Oh. God. Man, really? Y'all throw me right into the thick of things or whatever. I'm in this freaking like Tim Burton ass looking house or whatever, and someone's knocking on my door like it... What time is it? bedroom. I am kind of digging the art style here. Now I'm actually seeing it properly in motion. Oh, for the love of God. Hold on. What? Hey, neighbor. Long time no see. How's life? I'm probably not gonna be able to voice every one of them. I'm gonna do one where I can. Well, I mean... Yeah, I appreciate you, Jules. Thanks for coming in. Kelly. Okay. Appreciate you. I mean, life would be fine where we don't have anyone sus showing up. Hint, hint. Seems it ever was.
So let me level with you. I came over for a reason. I've been getting a little worried about you. Something real bad seems to be heading our way. I just got a phone with my cousin. She told me the news is saying something weird is going on with the sun. And that there's people coming up from underground. They're calling them visitors for whatever reason. Creepy stuff, huh? Hope it's not true.
Well, I mean, if there's an eclipse, maybe they're just like, you know, susceptible like the sunlight. Maybe they burn easy. But that's the thing, you know, see, it's completely normal. That's all there is to it. You know, you got like people that are just like, you know, underground or whatever. That, you know, basically it's just people that pretty much just bury themselves underground like a few feet or whatever, just like, you know, because they probably couldn't afford any suntan lotion, and that's probably like the best way they could avoid like the harmful effects of the sun. That, or for all we know, it might be like, you know, just like someone's grandma or someone's like dad or mom or whatever, that, you know, their kids like, you know, buried under sand like at the beach and they forgot about them. Alright, what's happening with the sun?
Alright, it's gonna explode, or something's gonna explode on it. Not totally sure.
Okay, see, scientists have already confirmed that we're not gonna like see the heat death in the universe for like, you know, a few million years or whatever, so I think you're just paranoid.
I know something's wrong with it. I'm sure you noticed this summer's been the hardest one ever, right?
I mean, again, I don't go outside that much.
I say we need to prepare ourselves for the worst. Because you told me that being home alone is dangerous. So I came over to make sure you don't end up hurt or worse.
I'm gonna try to be civil with him. Alright, how are your wife and daughter holding up?
Don't worry about my family. A good friend of mine is staying with us right now. He's looking after them while I'm here. Great, let's continue this conversation in the morning then. I'll see you in the kitchen when you wake up.
What do you mean you're gonna see me in the kitchen when I wake up? When you You think I'm just gonna leave my door unlocked and let your own ass in like while I'm asleep? You'll be out of your mind.
See you in the morning.
No, I won't. That's why he said be in the kitchen when I wake up or whatever. I ain't giving you no freaking house key. Unless you try to come to my window or whatever, I'm gonna slam it in your face. I mean, I don't care how good of friends we are. You know, we gotta have some good boundaries here. Okay, fine. I'll go to bed. I'll go to sleep. Hopefully not get stabbed in my sleep by, you know, my oh so not sus, like, you know, neighbor. I hate sleeping by the nightstand. Too many bad memories. What'd you do? Like fall off the bed and like bump your head on the way down? You had like some coffee or where you forgot to drink or whatever. You reached over like, you know, hit the mug or whatever and, you know, burned your face or something? Apparently this guy, like, you know, did that nightstand and he didn't like wake up on the wrong side of the bed. He slept on the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, breaking news, he ain't gonna miss anything with those eyes. Hang on. At 6:28 today, 6:28 a.m. today, there was a powerful emission of energy from the sun. This burst of energy was far larger than scientists had predicted. Enlightening, tell me more. As a result, temperature outside have reached critical levels. Government has since declared a state of emergency. Up next, something lighter. Yeah, definitely not the frame of those glasses. No, I don't look that way. Not anymore. He's got something against his nightstand. He's got something against his curtains now. You know, maybe you just need better feng shui. See ballerinas dancing gracefully across the stage in strong but delicate leaps. Pretty sure I saw that as a topper on someone's cake at one point. Despite the elegance, the dance evokes anxious thoughts. If only someone could just explain what's going on. Kombucha. Save the game. You save your game with kombucha? My favorite drink, makes me feel good, clears my head, reminds me of better times. I mean, save some for later, dude. It ain't going nowhere. It's not a race. Toto. Pretty much the only toy I had as a kid. Well, except for the sticks we used to whack the grass. Parents never got you a Megazord or anything for Christmas? Don't get why it's not in the corner. I thought that was the rule. Then again, Dad never gave a damn about rules. One of those magazines where you gotta find a certain person in the crowd. So, where's Waldo book? Must be annoying. Wish people would just leave me alone already. What did that book do to you? If anything, like, if you're, like, trying to find someone in the crowd, you're the one bothering the person in the crowd. I wish people would leave me alone already. This damn asshole, like, in this crowd on this book or whatever, just, like, staring at me, and I don't know where he is. I gotta point him out or whatever, and then just draw, like, you know, use my pen to draw over his face or whatever so he can't look at me anymore. Matter of fact, I'll do the next step. I'll take a pair of scissors and just cut the entire page out. This dude, like, he's taking stuff out on his inanimate objects in his house. Honestly, I'm better off being alone. You can even talk out loud to yourself. It's just, I was just kind of out of pocket when he just said, like, I wish people would leave me alone. Which I agree. I can't take it back. I mean, I was saying I was an introvert or whatever, but... Guess this dude's extremely antisocial. Which, again, like, the way this world is day and time or whatever, sometimes actually can kind of be life-saving, but... I will say, I mean, if I had a bathtub that small or whatever, I'd probably... I mean, I got long legs. I'm 6 foot, so... Okay, so... Well, we gotta check the front door or something. I was saying, you know, try to look through the peephole or whatever, like, with how, like, you know, apparently, like, the sun is, like, you know, went supernova, you know, just look at the peephole where it's gonna give you, like, laser eye surgery. He said kitchen, right? See, now I know you definitely ain't been out in the sun. He ain't got no tan at all. Alright, well, hello, neighbor, or in your case, Haleus corpus. Looks like about a corpse. Okay. So, let's talk turkey.
Damn, so it's all true after all. Well then, everything I said makes sense. Don't go outside during the day, and you have to remember to let other people in.
Why don't I let strangers in my house?
I know you prefer to keep your distance from people, but you have to. My cousin doesn't know for sure why. We can't just bunker down by ourselves. Well, she mentioned that if anyone comes in and asks if you're alone, say no and tell them someone's in the house with you.
Hate dealing with people.
I know. It won't be easy for you, but you have no choice. It might be the only thing that keeps you alive. And who knows, they might even bring something useful or share some interesting information. And don't forget to test them for signs of being a visitor. You won't have much energy during the day with this heat. So choose who you want to test carefully. You have to take a real close look. It's strenuous, draining work.
Okay, I've got to address the elephant in the room here, Rose. If you're so goddamn hot, why in the hell are you wearing a freaking coat? Or a jacket?
But don't worry about chatting with people. That won't take up any energy, so talk as much as you like. You be sure to look out your windows. TV's great and all, but there's no better source of info than your own 2 eyes.
Yeah, well, you know, again, with how blinding the sun is or whatever, I don't want my face getting melted off. I mean, have you... You know, talking science here, I mean, you do realize the whole concept of, like, you know, when you got the sunlight, you got a magnifying glass, and, you know, and what that can do as far as, like, pretty much, you know, giving you, like, instant, like, Superman heat vision cosplay. And you're wanting me to look out a window like apparently how bad the sun's got. You're trying to get me burnt to a crisp. I mean, I'm trying to keep him look like Sarah Connor, you know, during her little Judgment Day vision in Terminator 2. I like my skeleton, but, I mean, I'd like for it also to stay inside my body. Or inside my skin. Then what?
I'm afraid all we can do now is try to survive. We hope this nightmare ends soon. I'm sure the government will help us somehow. Maybe they'll lead everyone to shelter or something like that. What they do, stick together with me and my family. Alright, that's it for me. Oh, right, I almost forgot. I'm heading back home tomorrow night. Write down my number. They'll just set up the line over there. 833-883. We keep in touch on the phone. Okay, now that's really it. Crack a beer and get some sleep.
I just woke up. I just woke up and you're telling me,
Oh, okay, go get piss drunk stupid so I can stab you in your sleep and steal your wallet.
I don't know.
By the way, I brought you a case of beer. My brother-in-law works at a brewery. Knock one back before you hit the sack.
I'm gonna knock one back before I hit the sack. But you know, you try to come at me, a jolly gonna lack, Jack.
It'll make you really sleepy. If you ever feel like you've had enough conversation for one day, drink a beer and relax.
You're telling me to invite people I probably don't know into my house or whatever, then telling me just get, you know, have some beer and fall asleep. You're the worst friend ever. You better not put a whoopee cushion in this seat or whatever. I'm trying to knock one back, you won't let me.
Bobber sick.
I got a trophy for crushing a cockroach. Hold on, let me see. All right, so this dude's got like apparently strawberry jelly, pickles, 3 avocados, and I guess like some meat. Don't even want to know what that is. What, you know, well, must have some kind of strict ass diet. Well, no wonder he's so mad. And it begins. All right. I'm just gonna don't worry, the sun's not out. You're not gonna burn to a crisp just yet, Sadako. Or Team ass Sadako. No, more like Sada no. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. So y'all gonna hate me for this one. What the hell is she doing here? She's like the... See, I've read my fair share of scary stories to tell in the dark, whatever, and I immediately saw that with her or whatever. Okay, hi. Is my daddy here? Can you get him for me? I don't know who the hell your dad is. You didn't like give me a name here. Was his name like Clarence? Ted? I don't know. I was okay before, but I'm really scared now. There are lots of strange people out here tonight. And yet you somehow showed up on my porch without a scratch on you. Tell me something about your dad. All right, we're gonna play some Guess Who here. Does this person have a beard? I know a lot about him. He's my daddy after all. Be specific. Okay, you smiled and you aged like 20 years. I know he likes to drink a little beer before he goes out. Here's the problem with that. We know that the sun is a very bad thing right here. Johnny said drink a little beer before he goes out, so I'm hoping you're meaning like, you know, before he goes out for the night, like this person told me to do when I drink. When he does go out, he always leaves me yummy lunch and dinner and juice. So you're making it sound like he's going out in the daytime. Lunch and dinner. But the day I tried some of that beer stuff, it was so gross. Why would anyone drink that when they could just have juice? Please don't tell him I did that. I still don't know who your dad is. How the hell am I gonna tell him when I don't even know who he is? See, I called it. I said this. How'd she get here without a single mark on her if all these people are out here? I don't know. Everyone feels like it's opposite day now. So that means like all the people that are scary are actually just like friendly all of a sudden? I ain't buying it, kid. People stay at home and sleep during the day and then go out and do stuff at night. Yeah, and there's bad people out doing stuff at night. I'm still scared of the dark, but maybe there's nothing to be afraid of. Or is there? You can take your little cryptic, you know, cliffhanger bullshit on somewhere else, kid, because I'll get your dad for you. Good luck. Thanks, you too. I want to go home. It's scary out here. We're going to play a new game. Dad made it for you. You have to roll dice. And then you move stuff around like the armchair or the couch. I'm not about to go in here and play D&D with my freaking furniture. I'm not going to go. Welcome in, Dave. I'm not about to go in here and roll no fucking initiative with my goddamn sofa. I like how we're talking D&D and then Dave showed up. I need a game to make me laugh, Rogues. But yeah, it's... You have to build a big pile near the door to win. I'll show you how to play another time. So I know where it's barricade the door. And I dang sure ain't about to do that with, like, you know, with any creepies in my house. Okay, now he just looks like he's seen some shit.
It's like, what the fuck you doing, mate? This ain't my daughter. What'd you do? Who is this kid? I never seen her for a day in my life. I ain't her father.
And he looks like he's already been traumatized when I brought him to the door. All right. So what, you get fired from like the Addams Family there, Lurch?
Can I come in? I was taking shelter at a bar down the road, but they kicked me out.
Just like, how the fuck they kick you out? All you gotta do is like, you know, freaking like, you know, bend an entire shoelace or headbutt the entire goddamn freaking building. If so, I mean, they try to kick him out. If he kicks or whatever, you know, he's gonna kick the freaking wall down. This is concerning.
Why? I guess everyone there found my personality particularly palatable.
Okay, well, I see all your P's right there, but you ain't got really too many Q's. Personality particularly palatable. I say that 5 times fast. Personality particularly palatable. Fuck, dude, I messed it up the first time.
But
I'm trying to, like, you know, do a Lurch voice here.
You rang, but I don't mean anyone any harm. Don't worry, life is shitty sometimes, you know. So what do you say, my good man? Can I come in?
Now, why is he gonna tell you if he's a visitor? The thing is, I'm gonna go and say it straight up. If I let you in here, and you try to cause problems, well, you're probably gonna get away with it. But you know, I don't know what I can do to this guy. I mean, I was able to have Lady Dimitrescu on speed dial, but you sure you won't cause any trouble? What do you consider trouble? You sneezing? I'm gonna be downwind on that one. You know, he sneezes or whatever, it's gonna be a freaking rainstorm in my house. Rainstorm, got mucus and...
Murder and violence disgust me to my core, but I won't suffer the trespasses of others either. I like good food and drink. I enjoy chat when I'm in the mood. Does that sound like trouble to you?
It sounds like your Tinder bio. I'm not interested in that. I'm just asking you... Why did I kick you out of the previous shelter? Hey, if we're trying to, you know, get to know each other here.
I considered saying something rude just now, but thought better of it. I told you already, someone there didn't like me. God knows who it was. Now that I think about it, maybe it's a good thing they tossed me out. They could have eaten me alive back there and no one would have fucking noticed.
I mean, no offense to this guy, but how would they have not noticed? Well, the only reason I'm letting you in is 'cause I'm short as hell in this game probably, and I need someone to help me get my food off the top shelf. Come on in, but you cause any problems or whatever, I'll figure something out. Thank you. Trusting people doesn't amount to a hill of beans these days. He says this or whatever, and he's coming to look like the fucking Jolly Green Giant. I mean, even though, I don't know, beans actually count as vegetables? Whatever. Come on. We're not gonna argue semantics here, but I appreciate you trusting me. Perhaps I even, well, no, I shouldn't promise anything. Yeah, you shouldn't, because... I literally just turned around. Who are you? How the hell we already got someone weirder than the last one?
Hello. Sorry to bother you so late. It was just so hot out today, and the TV said we shouldn't go out in the sun, so... Could you maybe, find some space for me?
Well, I mean, assuming big guy right here, like, you know, isn't like, you know, taking up, like, you know, half the beds and half the house or whatever. Possibly. Depends. Who are you?
I lived out in the city, but the asphalt over there is heating up pretty bad.
Stay off the street, then.
As you can imagine. I actually worked at the register at a local store. At one point, I mean, I don't anymore. They have fired me. I've always had bad luck with work.
So, what do you think will happen?
I don't know. Will I survive? Who will help me? How much time do I have to look for help? I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, I couldn't even guess. Doesn't all that scare you? It terrifies me.
I'm screening you and big guy in the morning to make sure we ain't got no problems. You better not let me down.
Thank you. Thanks so much, seriously.
You can thank me by not smiling again. No offense.
Now I get to live a little longer. Thank God.
Okay, so... Can I please go to bed? What? Oh. Hey man, open up. Sun's beating down like a spotlight. I'm gonna go blind at this rate. I think you already are blind. It's nighttime, dumbass. Let me crash here a couple nights. I won't hang around forever. I'm not some, what was the word? Freeloader. Nah, I'm more concerned about you being a visitor. Shit's a total mess right now, like hosting an A-lister in a dive bar with no crowd control. Why are you like you haven't slept in a week? Because I haven't. Well, thanks for clearing that up. Played set till dawn. Then some wackos rolled up on our spot and started stealing shit. They even busted my guitar, those motherfuckers. All this bullshit's turning people into animals, man. And honestly, if I were a visitor, I'd be kicking the door in or crawling through a window. Instead, I'm just here. So, no, I'm sorry, but you ain't about to sit here and, I don't care. She's gonna talk about what she's gonna do to my house. I like my house, and you're not gonna sit here and say if you were a visitor, you'd be kicking the door. No, you wouldn't. I've got, like, I can't remember. Trying to remember his name. Yeah, I mean, I got Yao Ming back here with me. Yeah, I was trying to remember Yao Ming. I can't remember. Yeah, I got Yao Ming. You know, you try to come in here. You know, you try to bust that door or whatever. You know, that foot's gonna be like kicking you to the sun. So, I don't like how she said that. Hey, Dave, you just did Gerard wrong there. You did Gerard wrong on that one. The bad thing is, I love My Chemical Romance. But Dave, you were wrong for that. She does look kind of like Gerard Way. Dave. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm at the nay. Gotcha, brother. No hard feelings. I'll try crashing out at my friend's place. Let's hope if you haven't left, you haven't kicked the bucket. Well, at least they took it well. I thought I was about to get cussed out right there. She's like... But now I feel like shit, though. feel so bad. I feel so bad now. Oh, here, this guy again. Good afternoon. Is it day or night? And I ain't talking about the Kid Cudi song either. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The sun's activity rises steadily as crime levels also reach a new high. How does anyone go out like, and commit crime in this heat? According to recent data, the number of murders over the past few nights has surpassed average figures. Experts suspect this is related to society's ever-growing anxiety surrounding the visitors. And now over to... just a moment. Our studio has just received an urgent transmission regarding contact with the phenomenon we are calling the visitors. Eyewitness accounts describe them as creatures that can imitate the appearance and behavior of humans. Avoid contact at all costs. In one case, the visitor was able to identify one telltale sign. Perfect white teeth. Early reports scenes has backed this up. Oh, 9 out of 10 dentists recommend this is bullshit, this guy's what's wrong with people having white teeth? Alright, so if Dwayne The Rock Johnson shows up at my door, because I mean we know he's got some white teeth. Or, Inspector Gadget's, double from the Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget movie, because he had some pearly whites. Sources say they encountered an unhoused person with perfect white teeth, which later turned out to be a visitor. Well, maybe it's just someone who had white teeth. I mean, I'm sorry, that's profiling. You trying to say we can't have perfect white teeth? I mean, I know dental insurance can be a bitch in this economy or whatever, but that's kind of a bit of a stretch. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't let it leave the house during the day. Yeah, well, I feel like we're freaking Mogwais at this point or whatever. It's bright light, bright light. Just we can't even go outside anymore. How the whole entire goddamn. Apparently, it's just we've been put on a curfew, it's reverse curfew. Normally, you're not supposed to go out at night. We're being told we can't go out in the daytime. But first, a message from our sponsors. I didn't get much money for Christmas anyway, so I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be going out there spending anything. Yes. Was there something you wanted? I need to test you. What do you want to check? Teeth. You want me to show you my teeth? Okay, take a look. Taking that odor of sadness and smoke. Well, I mean, how the hell are you gonna have a Harvey Dent smile? How the hell you can be white on one side and freaking yellow on the other? It's like what you see Two-Face would have. He's got you only brush one side of your mouth or something? Pretty yellow, right? First off, I could kick you out. It might take me a lot of effort, and probably 20 health bars where, but I could probably do it. Don't be rude now. I'm not a visitor. I like how we just get the option to pull out a gun. You better be thankful. You better be thankful I let you in. The bad thing is, I mean, like I said, I don't know if I should kick him out if I wanted to. But where's she at? I need to check myself. Yeah, I'm plot twist. He actually has perfect teeth. Where's she at? That's what. Yeah, I'm concerned now, Amber. Cause where the hell she go? There's only one room. She better not be in my bedroom. What are you doing in here? Or down like the. You know we. I hope it's all in soon. How'd you lose your house? I remember like it was yesterday. I had just gotten fired. All I wanted was to go home, climb to bed, and cry my eyes out. When I got there, I saw a bunch of boots. Thought maybe my roommates had some friends over or something, you know? So I went over to her house and find room to find out what she was up to. As I got closer, I started hearing a strange sound. I missed that part. I was only able to catch a brief glimpse of my roommates lying motionless on the bed when suddenly, some grubby guy grabbed me from behind and said, "You can't go in there. She's not there. Come have a seat in the kitchen." Then he quickly pulled me away and sat me down at the table. I wanted to leave, but I was paralyzed by fear then. I need to lie down. My stomach is doing some assaults. Well, first things first. What do you want to check? Your teeth? Wait. You're going to make me do it? You're going to make a decision based on my teeth? Oh, okay. I just had my teeth fixed. Though if I'm honest, I can't really remember being at the dentist. Was I even there? I'm so nervous. I can't even remember if I ate yesterday. Open your mouth. Oh, hell no! Teeth are wider than the entirety of fucking Narnia. Okay. So, do I fit the description? And what worries me? She says she doesn't remember being sorry, but I'm a visitor. It can't be. Oh my God! I was chased out of my home. Fired from my. Now I'm gonna get run out of my own head. I went to the hospital last week because of my back, I think. Did I also go to the dentist then? How much did I spend? This game, I swear. Because the thing is, she seems like she doesn't even actually know, like, heads or tails or anything. I'm watching you. I'm damn sure watching you, not like I can miss you. I swear. It's the whole thing about them saying, like, oh, they got perfect teeth, you know, they're sus or whatever. I think that's BS. I don't want to shoot her just yet. I mean, I don't want to shoot her at all, but damn, I not damn sure need a beer. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm coming, all right? Give me a second here. You gonna freeze? This is gonna be rich. I see your humble abode is the farthest one out here, child. Yeah, you know, it kind of works for being isolated away from people and organized religion. I believe it will suit me just fine. First off, you can't just invite your ass in here. You ain't no freaking reverse vampire. You can't just decide you're coming into my house here. You believe it'll suit you just fine, but I believe that... Suit you for what? Lord have mercy. I am speaking plainly, am I not? Yeah, pretty out loud. For hiding away, my child. I wish to stay here. And since we're speaking on the matter, allow me to inquire as to your amenities. This ain't a Motel 6, alright? You can't just ask me what kind of accommodations we got here. You do have holy icons, I assume. I also require complete silence for prayer and contemplation. You see, I've got a shotgun in here. If I let you in, there's gonna definitely probably end up being like a very high chance you're gonna end up holy. I don't like his pompous attitude. I mean, I'm trying to contemplate things right now. Thank you! Are you on your fucking Oh, no. It's like, my child, do not use that language in my presence. I don't like your tone, young man. Hey, what's going on with your eyes there? Do not use such base language with me, you godless savage. Have you no fear of our Lord? Have you no shame? Oh no, have you got no shame? Coming up here like, acting like you're freaking pompous. Like, this will suit me just fine. Like, I mean, my foot up your ass will suit me just fine or whatever, like, but that's a simple question about your home. You curse at me? You try to invite yourself in before you even asked. I mean, I know Christmas was just yesterday or whatever. Basically, Matt, you're not wrong. I serve our Lord and Savior, so I've got absolute power. And you dare just use such language in my presence? You're damn right I did. I'm sorry, let me collect myself, my child. Rest assured, I shall do my best to drive 5 lanes like that right out of this place. The hell you say? First, no. You know what? I want him to come in. I'm gonna let him in just to see what happens. God be with you, child. Oh, you're gonna be meeting him if you come in here and have an attitude. I didn't even get to walk away from the door yet, and then we got freaking McLovin popping up over here. Or Steve-O or something. Hi, I'm Steve-O, and welcome to the worst summer ever. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to walk away from the door. Amogus. You been seeing all this shit going on? Fucking crazy, man. You holding up a gate in there, bro? What do you want? Nothing really. I'm just curious, But hey, got a dope-ass way for you to make some real easy cash. Want to hear it? See, I got this gig called Jackass. And since everyone else has been busy being pussies about the sun, you make little fast stacks without lifting a finger. All these chumps are shitting their pants when they should be honing their grind set. Why are you here? Right down to business. I like that. Everyone thinks you're up to something in here, bringing in all these people, stirring some shit up. So I say let's roll with that and host a party to end all parties. End of the fucking world of Palooza, bro. I wanna... I'm gonna let him in. Fuck yeah, my dude, that's what I'm talking about. Finally, someone with half a brain. Okay, I'm probably gonna... Don't be freaking kicking my damn door like 3 in the morning, you... It's like a fusion dance of like Pauly Shore and Bob Marley. Yo, how's it hanging? Dude, you been seeing how gnarly things are out here? What the hell's going on? For real with me, dude. What'd I miss? This has been lit like a Christmas tree for who knows how long now. The sun's flaring up and burning people alive during the day. Creatures that look like humans are crawling up out of the ground. He ain't gonna believe either story here. Zombies? Dude, I knew it. Not exactly, I didn't say that, but... I mean, we didn't really get him exactly to... He's not really... I mean, he hasn't really taken his Christmas lights down here just yet or whatever. So, kind of seems like maybe, just maybe, he... I mean, I didn't really specify what kind of people were crawling up out of the ground, so I kind of give him a pass on that. Zombies? Dude, I knew it. Bro, you can, like, totally count me in on what comes next. Me kicking you off my porch and going to sleep? I've seen so many movies where this happens, dude. I'm basically a survival guru. And you're also blazed out of your mind. Just clue me in. We're dealing with classic slow zombies or the gnarly fast ones. Okay, so you're asking we're like talking Romero's or... I'm not gonna get in... I'm over here trying to get in semantics with this guy. Yeah, because slow ones would be Romero's, fast ones would be like, He does look kind of like Robert Englund. Well, at least the alert's working out. Thank you for that, Dave. Thank you, bud. At least, like, the Kofi bot's actually working now. Because I was having problems with it before and everything. But yeah, thank you for that donation, Dave. I really do appreciate you, man. Dave doing Dave things. Yeah, he does. But yeah, you're right, man. He actually does look kind of like Robert Englund. It's fucking hilarious. But also, it's funny because Nika said Boyle, and I just thought about something else that actually was close to that. This is actually hilarious now. I actually thought about something else on the nose. Instead of Boyle, let's say Doyle here. He kind of does give vibes like Doyle and Biodome. Obviously, like, you know, not like the dreads. He's got like braids and everything. This is like, you know, yeah, Stephen Baldwin's character, like, you know, in Biodome, which I don't care what anyone says. I actually like Biodome. Horrible movie, but it was still so bad. It was a good one. He does kind of give like very vague, you know, Doyle vibes. It's like brain virus, blah, or are they just freaky undead dudes? Trust me, dude. The answer is that totally changes the game plan. Also, you got a shotgun or like grenades? We're gonna need hell of firepower to make it through this one. And food, man, like lots of food, loads of food. I've got like one thing of like hamburger meat, 3 avocados, a case of beer, or like probably like a 4-pack of beer now. And I think like, what was the other thing that was in my fridge? There was something else in my fridge. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Boyle, yeah. Food, man, lots of food. What the hell are you even saying? Do you really have no idea what's happening out there? Sure, man, it's a mess out here. People talking shit on their fellow man, hush and mellows with all that doom and gloom. And after all that stuff on the news, the vibes are like way off, dude. But movies, man, they got it all. Drama, betrayal, intrigue. They're way more fun than books, bro. Okay, any book talkers in here, I apologize for what he just said. Please don't come out with pitchforks. That was all him, not me. Any booktubers or whatever, do not put that on me. That was him that said it. Always wanted to end up in a movie someday. Well, you're gonna end up in the obituaries if you don't watch out. You're gonna end up in a book. You're gonna end up in print. You're gonna end up on, like, you know, in the obituaries of the newspaper. You don't watch out. I feel like I'm operating a freaking hotel for real here now. It's like it suddenly turned to an Airbnb. I kind of want to let this dude in because I don't want to harsh his vibes. And also, I just want to piss off that preacher. Yo, appreciate it, my man. You better have like some freaking like very rotten like some yellow teeth. Man, this might be the rarest thing that's happened to me like ever. Should totally make a movie about this someday. This is not gonna go well. This ain't gonna go well. I've only got like 2 teeth I can actually, 2 people's teeth I can check or whatever. It's like someone died tonight. Excuse me? Good afternoon. Here's the news. Like I said, this guy ain't gonna miss no news. You know, this guy, like, you know, he doesn't 360 no scope or whatever. He just 360s. You know, it's 360 scope because, you know, he's gonna see everything. You like, you know, have him like, you know, look up like if a submarine's submerged. No, you don't need no freaking telescope, but have this guy look around. There ain't a single torpedo on the planet's gonna hit that submarine. Yeah, I don't trust any of them. I just want to see what's gonna happen. Oh, yeah, he does like Urkel. I can't do the Urkel voice though, but. All right, good afternoon. Here's the news. The anomalous heat is continuing to rise, and the invasion of visitors has shown no sign of slowing. See, this motherfucker looks like a more realistic version of like the nerd from Robot Chicken. The anomalous heat is continuing to rise, and the invasion of the visitors has shown no sign of slowing. It's just the government has found a new organization to address the emerging situation. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, abbreviated as FEMA. FEMA employees can be identified by their yellow hazmat suits and gas masks. Merely days since their founding, the agency has already discovered a new way to identify visitors. What, send them to the back rooms? Dirt under the fingernails. Someone just might have been like God, y'all are so bad on profiling people. First teeth, and now, like, you know... I gotta be checking my freaking fingernails now. Specialists say that this sign helps identify visitors who have crawled out from under the ground. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a crisis report regarding a pale maniac. But first, some ads. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna be ad break on my channel until like about 9 minutes from now. So, you know, you have at that. Have ad that. Okay, I've only got two I can work with. What'd you do with my tall boy? You see, I was wanting an excuse. And those bags didn't manifest themselves. Yo. Our Father who art in heaven. Save it. I need to test you. Seems God is not the only one who tests me, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got some blood on your hands. Be quick about it. You're freaking old age and roach poison brings forth a rash as persistent as the non-believers, yet only half as vexuous. You're gonna explain why he's not here and why those bags are. Do you truly think a God will grant you my confession? I mean, it might help. Blood shall not wash away your life of sin, Talk. They say a person's life is reflected in their hands. Mine, nothing but suffering. Don't you turn around. No. I'll use both on her. Teeth. Be not afraid. Sins are not something that to be chewed nor savored, child. I swallow them whole. Swallow these bullets. Ah! Forgive me, Father. I pray to never again witness the cruelest things of man. You won't be witnessing. Identify a visitor, take action. Got your ass. Ha-ha! So she was a visitor. It's weird because I said dirt under the nails or whatever. So that means there's like signs that can show up with them that you don't actually know. She didn't. It said like dirt under the nails, but she had like stuff going on with the rash and everything. I don't know. It's just I kind of feel like there's stuff that happened here that kind of gave it away. What's up, Dave? All right, nothing else to see here. Sup? What'd you do before the cataclysm? Oh, I'm glad you asked, bro. You ever heard of sports betting? Oh, shit. What are you, a scammer? No, I just got lucky. I honestly thought she wasn't gonna be sus, but I just did that for whatever. I mean, I got an achievement that said I identified a visitor, so we'll see. Alright. I don't want to call him a scammer, because I'm sure I have. I made a living, bro. Placing legit bets is for chumps and bitches, bro. For real, for real. So you were a scammer. There's always ways to cheat the bookies. Alright, Biff. Obviously, like, Back to the Future references, and Biff like went back, you know, got rich by, you know, cheating the races and everything. Just bet on the tip. Are we still in the same conversation? And then kick back till the dough comes rolling into daddy. Just keep the conversation rolling, all right? I'm not gonna give you a phrasing on that one, but just keep talking. No money, no problem. Just borrow it from some other fucknut. You all had a job? You shitting me? Of course it's a job. You had the office and everything. Man, it was straight king shit, bro. Leather fucking sofa and a notepad. Yeah, names of bookies, amounts owed, net profit, all that paper shit. You know what? Part of me's kind of hoping you got white teeth. We're gonna find out tomorrow. Damn, she's still in the closet. What happened next? Back to your house. After the man set me down at the kitchen table, like some huge guy came out from around the corner and blocked the exit. He started talking loudly with the guy who grabbed me before. They're acting like I wasn't even there, and then they started to touch me. First my arms and my shoulders, and in the background I hear cheers and laughter that seemed to come from my room. It's not like there was a whole crowd of men in there. I couldn't breathe. My heart felt like it was about to explode out of my chest. I wanted to scream and call for help. My voice was lost in the sea of panic. I couldn't even make a sound. Sat there frozen, useless, like a deer in headlights. But then the big guy went to the fridge to get something. I realized that was my chance. Sprint for the exit. It was like the fear gave me strength. I just ran and ran. I ran and never looked back. Well, I did until my legs gave out and I collapsed. Why did the sun burn you up? Alright, Dave. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, why didn't the sun burn you up? I don't remember. I must have spent the whole night just lying there on the ground, and then... That's odd. I could have sworn I remembered everything that happened to me that day. Hang on, you don't think I might be a visitor? No, that can't be true. I remember my whole life, my childhood, my mom and dad. No, I'm not a visitor, right? All right, tell me not a... I don't exactly have a void comp machine or whatever, like, you know, to pretty much test you're a replicant or whatever. But visitor, not sure about that either. I don't know. This definitely gives me some Blade Runner vibes in some capacity, too. Problem is, it's kind of a little bit easier to understand this than Blade Runner. As much as I absolutely love Blade Runner. Hell, I don't know. I don't want to say she seems like a visitor, because, I mean, think of this. I'm looking at, like, what she's describing. She's like, I mean, I look at it like this, guys. So, my take on it is that she's obviously definitely very rattled. And I'm trying to look at it in the sense of, she obviously had a very traumatic situation. Ran, like, you know, she was running, and then, like, suddenly just couldn't remember and all that. And it could have been, like, an emotional blackout thing. Like, you know, trauma can obviously, you know, do different things to people or whatever. And I want to, like, try to go on that side of things. But I'm also, like, you know, still thinking about the fact that she had those pearly-ass whites and everything. But otherwise, you know, I mean, I'll say it straight up. She kind of, like, definitely came across someone that was, like, strung out when she showed up. And someone, like, you know, that who's been on, like, not without, like, trying to say this the best way I can, like, as far as the channel's concerned. Someone who's been on, like, very hard drugs and things like that. They're probably not going to have really good teeth like that. But she also said that she went to a dentist. I'm going to check her nails and everything tomorrow, probably. But I'm just hoping that... I mean, I agree. I feel like something's off. But that obviously shows, like, what the storytelling in this game is. It's making me really question stuff. Now, y'all know me. I like, you know, trying to, like, see both sides of a story. As someone, like, you know, how IRL has definitely dealt with people, like, want to take one side of things and not actually get both ends of it or whatever. So that's the reason I'm actually trying to see what's going on here. But, I don't know. Why would you say that? Oh my god. Well, because I just don't know. I need to lie down. My stomach is churning again. Okay. I'm checking, like, because they're probably gonna give me, like, another symptom to look into tonight. Like, I think, like, tomorrow. So we'll do that. Why are you just hanging out in my bathroom? Sup, dude? What were you doing before the cataclysm? I'm gonna do, like, a quick snooze real quick, because I got, like, an ad break coming up. I'm gonna snooze this just for a second so I can finish this conversation, then we'll do the ad break. Damn, I actually skipped it. But now, no more movies, no more hangouts. Real bummer, dude. TV just loops the same thing. Panic, commercial, panic, commercial. My homies don't even pick up anymore. Man's got a point. Here's some big shots saying, now's not the time for fun. This is a crisis.
Man, screw that boar. Fun never ends. In Fun Town. Booyah.
Alright, well, that was... Well, I don't know. He seems pretty lax, but it's a lot of times the lax ones are the ones that you gotta worry about. Wait, oh, we can look out the window, huh? Alright, let me see. Alright, so at least we're... I like the pixelation thing. Alright, so yeah, my social battery for today is like now run out. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll get to the nighttime stuff after the ad breaks. So give me about 3 minutes, Rogues. Yeah, I understand, Dave, and I definitely appreciate you coming in. And you know, yeah, 7:15 a.m. shift, yeah. But yeah, definitely get you some rest, man. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. I do appreciate the Kofi Dono, everything. I don't know if I'm gonna put that put that towards the headset. I mean, 'cause I actually have like a new rug I need to get, like a rug I gotta get for the floor, because like where I am now, like the floor down here, my chair is actually being like shifting the paint, like chipped away some of the paint. So I definitely need to get me like a rug for down here and everything. But yeah. But get you some rest, man, and I'll see you next stream, or see you next time you stop in. And we definitely still gotta get that D&D stuff running at some point, but we're gonna get it off the ground eventually. But anyways, Rose, give me about 3 minutes, I'll be back, and we're gonna see, like, what next person makes me question my, question my surroundings and people skills and everything. Whatever the case, we're gonna do next night part, after I come back from the break, and see, like, how much weirder this game gets. But anyways, I'll see you guys in a few. Alright, guys, I'm back. So, yeah. Now, I will say, like, some of, like, the art style kind of makes me think of, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think about what it reminds me of. It kind of gives me like, you know, some old school like MTV vibes, if it makes any sense. Like probably you see on Liquid Television, or it's like something about like the old art style. It makes me think of either like you know, MTV's like, you know, older like days would have like the more edgy, or how can you say it? Hard to really explain. But it was like a show called Liquid Television. I don't know like why something makes me think like things like that. But it also kind of makes me think like some old like, you know, Nickelodeon animation as well. I don't know, maybe it's just me, like the 90s kid talking and everything. But it's something about the art style makes me definitely kind of think back like stuff I used to watch like, you know, years ago. You know what? I'm never gonna get no sleep around here. But also I kind of like think it's funny. This game also kind of fits me. I've got like the most weird sleep cycles. And I think it's just hilarious that a lot of times I do sleep in the daytime. So this is... Hang on. Don't want to look out this window. First off, y'all, I did not invite y'all on my... The chart house, the teenager's body is laying on the ground. If their parents come looking for me or whatever, I'm gonna identify your... I see your hazmat suits. I mean, I've seen like the way the one left. I see how like, you know, you kind of shake your ass a little bit when you walk away. I'll identify you. Two of the feminine employees are standing next to the bodies and writing something down. Good thing they showed up to take away the corpses. They didn't think what kind of disease could spread that the decaying flesh let the rot out there. I'm worried about their parents showing up and thinking I did something. I'm not responsible for that. I'm not. How many of them are there? Just a small group of feminine employees standing by your neighbor's house. Like a bunch of pigmen over there. You wonder what they're talking about. Maybe they're talking soil samples. Looking for somewhere to step a base. I'm kind of concerned my neighbor may be dead. I don't like their station all around my house. I swear, that preacher brought all them here. See a group of armed soldiers throughout the window. Apparently, it's a small squad that was sent here from the city to provide security to feminine employees. Here's some fragile information about a pale man with a bare torso. Maybe they want to track down that creepy visitor. Okay. Now, I'm going to go and say it. I'm over here. There's someone on my porch. If this person looks sus and you are standing right out there not doing anything or whatever, we're going to have a problem on our hands. I'm gonna say straight up, asshole. If I let you in this house, you cause any problems, I'm calling fucking Levi. Looking like your Attack on Titan looking ass. No, it's just, I picked the worst time to drink a soda right there, like drink some of this or whatever. This asshole like should be like, you know, you should be outside the freaking like, you know, I forgot what the name of the city was in Attack on Titan, where he should be on the other side of the wall. I mean, basically, yeah, this door is the wall. He's like right outside my city. He looks like he should be on. He looks like one of Titans on Attack on Titan. Apparently, he knows country as hell. He must be abnormal. Howdy. What do you want? Spacious house you got yourself there. I like it. I don't need anything for. I've got a gun. Delicious. That's not what you say to someone says that when someone says they have a gun. That's almost the equivalent like Justice League. What did dying feel like? Itchy. Like, it's just two sentences that don't really have like, you know, a proper, you know, it's like not the answer you have to like something like this. I've got a gun. Well, that just sounds like that's gonna go down the pipes like very well. It's not gonna go down the pipes. I mean, it's gonna enter your stomach through like, you know, in a way where it's not gonna go through your throat. Spare gives courage to the coward, yes? So, you alone? Nah, I mean, I've got a stoner, I've got like a jackass reject, and I've got... whatever this woman is, I got them in here with me. Have us as like a grand old party and everything, and we didn't call a chippendale dancer. No, that's not a chippendale, that's stale chippendale. You alone? Yes, I'm alone. I know you're alone. Well, that shows how much you know, because I'm not alone. I just want to see if you'd lie or not. I let myself in. I got a gun. I'm not alone. You're breaking the rules. You're breaking conventions here. He broke the rules. He's not supposed to kill someone if they've got, like, you know, there's others in the house. He broke the rules. Even days later, the house remains empty. Everyone avoids it like a dark omen. More rumors swirl that the number of those who ever called it home. The house, just like the final trace of its owner, have been lost in time. Y'all cheated. No relatives ever come to collect what was left behind. What, my corpse? Homeowners simply vanished if they had never existed at all. I didn't vanish, I died. Everything that belonged to them is lost, worn away, or forgotten. And I got killed by like a hulking Chippendale dancer. Why do people disappear so completely? Well, it might be because I lied. Once they find you, the proof you ever existed begins to fade almost immediately. Hey, don't feel free to let him have my ending or whatever. Belongings, creations, thoughts, memories, emotions. The fact that I actually let him, like, you know, photobomb my ending, all dissolve into the void. There's no more you, only nothingness. If you were never part of this world to begin with. I don't need, like, a whole eulogy, like, you know, for that embarrassing death. It's fine. Yes, I'm gonna let him in. Well, I got an achievement for that. No. I want him to try that again. How far back am I? I always say... I think I'm only on day one. Oh, shit. Well, okay. Alright. We're gonna go and, like, get back to where we were, Rogues. And let that guy show up again. I got something for him. Alright, we're just gonna... I wish there was a way to skip past this. We already talked to him. I don't know, maybe I should have called him. Oh yeah, strawberry jam and a lemon. That's the other stuff I had. So, note to self: don't lie to the hulking Chippendale dancer. My thing, you have a gun. Why don't you use it? I wonder if I call him right now. Did I dial the right one? Am I saying valid because he's here at my house? Whatever. How'd I put it down? Oh, right, Q. Alright, I'm gonna do better this time. Now I know who not to let in, at least. We're definitely gonna make sure we try to, like, keep Sister Act outside, so. I was no gender. You smart. I'll start asking questions to test people too. Are you afraid of visitors? I don't know. Everyone's afraid of them, so maybe I should be too. I've never seen one before. Are they scary? Do they hit you hard? If so, maybe I'm afraid of him from school as a visitor. He punches me all the time. Daddy told me to be careful, so I was super careful. Tiptoed over here real quiet. No one saw me. I just have a good day. He's still like he's traumatized. Like,
you son of a bitch, this ain't my daughter.
I'm worried it's gonna be randomized. You're not a visitor, are you? Do I look like one of those monsters? Do I need to answer that? No, I'm not a visitor. You're never going to get a straight fucking answer to ask that directly anyway. This things here won't be any different from the bar. Why think it'll be any different from here? What else would I do otherwise? Just stand outside and wait for the sun to take my skin? No, I think I prefer to avoid that. As long as I'm alive, I'll look for someone to talk to. If that isn't here, maybe I'll get lucky somewhere else. If I have an ounce of luck left in this life, I might just be someone who's not a complete ass. Come in. I'm worried, like we said, like you're trusting me or whatever. It's like, okay, yeah, we're not. You can wait. You see a few teenagers hang out in the yard. They're sitting around without a care in the world, chatting about something. They pay you no mind. So I definitely want to try to check the window every night, because now I realize that the teenagers are me. The house visitor who's currently visiting you. He ain't visiting, he just left. Light blazes through the windows. It seems like his family's waiting for him to come back home. I like us saying come back home. He just left. I was like, wait, we're waiting for my husband. I just sent him away with his daughter. His daughter came to get him, and they should be. They're not back yet. We don't have a daughter. We have a son. Welcome in, Olivia. Her again. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let her in this time. It's like I wanted to come out here. The asphalt might be melting into goo under our feet, but it could be worse. It's just, well, you're gonna laugh. Visitors came to my house. Can you believe it? They chased me out of my own home. So now I'm just trying to find a place to hide from the sun. What do you think will happen? I don't know. Will I survive? Who will help me? How much time do I have to look for help? I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, I couldn't even guess. Doesn't all that scare you? It terrifies me. I'm sorry. Yeah, freaking that hulking ass Attack on Titan Chippendale dancer looking jackass killed me. Okay, I get it. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Clearly I should go then. Bye. Yeah, I'm bye. Ah, damn if I do, damn if I don't. I didn't get it a step away from the door yet. There, much better. Oh, howdy. My lovely wife and I are looking for a safe place to weather the storm. This totally doesn't match his voice, just bear with. What fucking storm? The sun is apparently so hot or whatever, like it's gonna freaking, like the rain's gonna evaporate before it even actually, exits the cloud. Would you mind if we crash here for a bit? Only if it's no trouble, of course. But see, that's better or whatever. I'm about to just say, yeah, you can come in. Well, thank you. I'm talking about her, not you. Cause this guy definitely makes me think a lot of a certain someone that Shane kicked the crap out of in the early episodes of The Walking Dead. You let me see you lay one hand on her if I let y'all in. What if you're in trouble? Well, I guess we could go and look for shelter somewhere else. My old lady's exhausted though. She needs a little rest. Can we? And he's gonna try to use her as a bargaining chip. You know what? I'm gonna let you in. Just because I want to see you try to act out of place. Not too much trouble to ask, I mean. Can't your wife speak for herself? Of course she can. Oh, honey, will you say something? She's really tired. I'm sorry. See, I keep on feeling like my house is a hotel, Rogues. But I'm seeing a Roach right here. He comes in here and acts out of line. Roach is gonna check in, and this Roach ain't gonna check out. But maybe we can talk. We can all talk together another day if we ever meet again, of course. Right, darling? Oh, forgive me. I shouldn't be pushing you. I should have pushed you like this. Come in. Oh, thank you. Why are you just standing there? Come on, honey. The nice man's invited us in. She's just feeling a bit shy. That's all. It's all right, sweetie. We'll get you rest up and back to your normal self soon. See, I just met that NPC like only like probably like maybe like 30, like 1 minute ago. I'm already being protective. Good afternoon. Here's the news. Sun's activity rises steadily as crime levels also reach a new high. We already went through all this, but experts suspect this is related to society's ever-growing anxiety around the visitors. And now, over to just a moment. I'm just kind of reading again for those who may have came in, like, you know, after... I can't, you know, because that's the thing. I was already skipping, like, some of the other stuff to get back to where we were. Our studio has just received our urgent transmission regarding contact with a phenomenon we are calling the visitors. Eyewitness accounts describe them as creatures that can imitate the appearance and behavior of humans. Avoid contact at all costs. In one case, a visitor was able to be identified with one telltale sign. Yeah, their teeth. Yeah, that fucking Colgate smile. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and like skip on through the rest of it. Alright, now first things first. Okay, he should be cool. Come on, baby, don't pout. Why are you guys out on the street? Well, we were on the way to visit my darling's wife's mother. Realized... I gotta do the right voice. Realized just in time that we weren't gonna make it out on our own. Well, stumbled upon your place. Thanks again for letting us stay, by the way. I let her stay. You're just a leech just attached to her. Oh, yes, of course. Just please don't trouble my darling wife. She's exhausted. That's concerning. It's either one of two things here. He's actually not someone I'm wanting to kick the crap out of right now, or she might be infected and he doesn't want me to know. But I really think it might be the former. All right. Cheese it up. Protect the ones you love, sometimes you gotta sink your teeth into life. Making sure. You understand how tough things are out there. My teeth aren't perfect, but it is what it is. They tease me about them in school, too. Where are those bullies now? Right in front of me. Probably rotting in some alley, beaten to death by the same kind of monsters they once were. So. Start confessing. Please, my darling wife won't make it without me. Just put the gun down. Talk. Hope I haven't worn you out. I know how it is keeping order these days. Like I'm barely managing my own ball and chain. Maybe that's tough for you to understand. I'll keep that nut nugget in my pocket. I'm hoping that, like, you know, considering how much you hopefully, like, you know, clenched your ass, where that nugget of crap or whatever's probably, like, you know, well up there too. But I'm watching you. Don't go to sleep. I just want to talk to him this time. I blame the chain of catastrophes has broken everyone's minds. The sun teetering out on the brink of explosion. The arrival of the visitors, the economic crisis, and so on and so forth. It fucked us all up. Some crumbled under the stress. Some dove headfirst to the bottle. Me, well, his rage that drove me mad. I snapped, climbed into the bar, and screamed, "Stop fucking blaming everything but yourselves. Let them weep, I say. Tears in the beer. Foam don't foam don't ruin the pint. Malt and hops taste better with salt. Nobody appreciates it, so why bother?" I feel like his problem is he's way too freaking blunt. I don't know, it kind of feels like he might not be an issue. Plus, you know, he got killed by, you know, Sister Act before. Or Sister Hack. The thing is, I really want to cover the base and make sure it actually isn't randomized. Sorry, buddy. Alright, yeah, you good. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like, I feel like in the whole thing, he's just tall or whatever, and of course, so he's gonna face, you know, stigma and all that, just... But that's basically the way this game is designed. It's like some of these people, like, come up looking like, you know, some random, like, you know, creative characters, and, like, you know, some very off-the-wall creative characters, like in a WWE game or something. Because we know, like, those creative character modes can get really wild in that, or probably Diablo 3 or something. I know which way this is going. And the bad thing is, I just finished Squid Game the other day, and there was a character on that and everything, but that, like, who was a psychic, who was a medium, who I just, like, wanted to reach through the television, just, like, just yell shut up so many times. But she's kind of making me think of Dana from Puppet Master. So obviously we got, like, I'm pretty sure she's a medium. I mean, we already got, like, a large inside the house or wherever, so we need a medium and, you know. Trying to think about how we can do, like, a voice. I sense the energy here is stagnant. I'm trying to, like, talk like Dana a little bit from Puppet Master. Something very bad is developing within. The sun and Leo are in the 5th house. Here we fucking go. The sun and Leo are in the 5th house. I see it all so clear. How can you freaking miss the sun? Apparently it's scorching everyone alive. You can't miss that. You're a pretty assertive person, aren't you? Huh? Okay, what the hell's up with your... Well, I mean, at least we know her teeth ain't right. That's one red flag out of the way. I can see you prefer to take action rather than talk. Typical Leo, am I right? You've accumulated a large amount of dark energy here. Yes, very unpleasant. I don't yet understand that, how or why. Well, I mean, I do have, like, one guy in here I want to, like, you know, probably, like, you know, kick the crap out of, like, if, you know, even so much he says, like, glances at his wife wrong, but I digress. Everything just feels so neglected. Suppose I should start with affirmations. Thanks for dumping all that on my already troubled mind. Okay, and there are prison guards in your prior incarnations. Okay, look, I'm not, like, forcing anyone here to stay. If anything, like, you know, there's one guy I actually, you know, would like to have him leave. But I invite him in just to actually keep an eye on his wife. Oh, you're talking about me being guarded. Get in space. You're just repeating the experiences of your past life. You need to forgive them and accept the histories within yourself. Lady, I don't even know who these people are. I just met them last night. Only then will you be able to break the chains of the endless cycle. Do you understand? Come in. Yes, she seems like she's gonna be interesting. Ah, delightful. Yes, so delightful. You're in quiet and an excellent location here, to be honest. There's a powerful current of positive energy flowing through your house. I wouldn't say that. Oh, this dork. You're the one they've been talking about. A man spills his death to standing on the footpath. There's strange folds in the skin. As though his flesh is the wrong size for his body. You can't see his eyes from here, but you can feel his gaze born on you. I wonder if that... I bought it on myself. I bought it on myself when that dude killed me, because they said it was someone that, like, you know, was that was a naked... That wasn't wearing a shirt, and I let that asshole come into my house and kill me. Here's the problem I got with that. I literally said right before that, those dorks were right outside my window with their guns and everything, and you're trying to tell me they couldn't, like, look over 5 feet away from them or whatever and see the guy they're chasing is right here banging on my door wanting to come in and kill me. They need to defog their freaking, like, you know, gas mask, where it was they was wearing or whatever, because they dropped the ball on that one. You suddenly feel a sense of deep fear and pray that the terrified visitor passes by your house. Can't believe this. Like, literally, you know, I just realized that. You know, that dork or whatever, like, you know, killed me and they were, like, right outside and let it happen. Bodies of teenagers are lying on the ground. Someone killed them. Appears to have happened recently. Blood still hasn't dried. Yeah, it's that dork over there. I don't know what the noise was, but don't do that again. You see your neighbor and his daughter through the window. They're playing happily, trying to forget about the ongoing horrors, if only for a moment. Yeah, good luck with that, because I'm promising you, like, you know, there's horrors right over here, and how you... Am I the only sane one here? You got, like, you know... Did he move? All right, just stay right there. Hopefully, like, the hazmat guys will come up and see you there, where and kill you. All right. You ain't coming in. I see your humble abode is the farthest one out here, child. Yeah, and you better be far away from my porch. Good for what? Yeah. This isn't a hotel. Oh, thank heavens, I would never figured that out had you not informed me. You can say, I should have cussed at her again. You can say the snark lady, that's my job. I'm still trying to find out if your hovel is worthy of my humble self. I cannot abide filth. that so much the ass shot? Yes. You just leave. So that's how it is then. You turn away a poor old woman in need. Here we freaking go. Yeah. I appreciate you, Nika. I got news for you, lady, because I got something else you remind me of, too. You remind me of, like, the Wicked Queen from Snow White when she was in her old lady disguise. You ain't, and, you know, you got, and your apple is not one that's about to poison this house again. My death will weigh heavily on your child, on your soul, child. Lady, I will sleep like a baby tonight knowing your fat ass is going to be out there not killing my friends in here. Or, not my friends, but... Oh, Lord will judge you before the gates of heaven. Mark my words. Yeah, well, I'll see him. I'll pray. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I'll be looking, like, you know, while from the gates of heaven, I'll be looking right on down you, like, you know, while you're burning up like a roasted marshmallow in the depths of hell. These people are crazy. Fuck. Why the hell you like Jack Black? Human? Yeah. Hello there, human. How lucky we are to witness the humanity's final judgment with our own eyes. The earth is being cleansed of sin. Would you like a package deal with the lady that was just here because she kind of left? You might want to go catch up with her. Another Bible thumper or something. Or you know, one of those deniers. The earth is being cleansed of sin. The sun is doing its holy work. We are on the path to a pure new world. Behold the fucking beams of blessing. What? Are you still confused, human? Here, I'll break it down for you in simple terms. The sun does not burn and broil us alive without proposal. It is cleansing us of our sins. Our lust and greed has polluted this world, and it has angered the sun. This is our reckoning, and it is a blessing. All sin will end, and we shall live as righteous fucking ashes under his gaze. So, we have to die. Quite the contrary. You see, our sins will be purged. The sun itself may even cease to be, but we shall live. There will be no more deaths, no theft, no greedy fucks who refuse to sell me what I want for. He's a conspiracy theorist. Fucks who refuse to sell me what I want for a fair price. You know, there's this merchant I know who will buy it at a high price. You can go and talk to him about all this. Now, what's that look at me when you're talking to me or whatever, but I mean, I think you're like in two different directions there, Pennywise. He's got the whole Bill Skarsgård thing going on with his eyes. What I want for a fair price. Can you imagine it? Do you see how now, where all this is happening? I'm just seeing myself being very sleep deprived. And wondering exactly why you're standing on my porch like at 3 a.m. like, you know, spouting all this nonsense. When there's like, you know, a half, like, you know, when there's like, you know, a hulking chippendale dancer over there waiting to probably slit my throat, and probably yours. But hey, you know, you do you, dude. I mean, it's not like there's any like immediate threats right there 5 feet away from you. Nah. Oh, you complete imbecile. No, should you talk about all this fire or whatever, and the last thing I need is to wake up and see like my house ablaze. You're shooting away a righteous and just man. Okay, well, Timu Steve from Minecraft, played by Jack Black, please just go carry on somewhere else. Go find another pick of destiny. Instead, trying to pick my brain with your destiny. See what I did there? Behold, coffee. Let me in, I shall bestow upon you this generous reward straight from the Holy Sun itself. I've got my caffeine. No. Well. He's got coffee. He's actually got... Come on. Very good, human. We can keep discussing this in depth. See, the thing is, I feel like, you know, he's like so freaking eccentric, or he probably wouldn't know how to kill someone if he could. Oh, before I forget, you got any beer? You get no, hey, no, we're not trading here. I'm taking a coffee flat rate. You keep your hands off my friggin' beer. Seriously, I see like, you know, one sip of my Bud Light, I'm gonna make Bud Light work of you. Is that a threat? Of course it is. That was terrible. I'm going to sleep. What do you mean someone Yeah, 4 eyes. I'll catch the rerun. Where is he? Where is he? Which one of you did it? Which one of you did it? Which one of you did it? No, I need to speak whatever, but I need to see your teeth. And all you've been doing is talk. Teeth. Smile. Now. My teeth stood up for the truth. And they fell for it, martyrs. They're gonna fall out of your mouth or whatever. You killed my boy in there. You can see that for yourself. So they're playing that kind of game. They're testing me. His teeth are perfect. They're perfectly white, but he's missing them. They're doing a middle ground here. That's not fair. There's that perfect white teeth. And what teeth he has is perfect. The thing is, I mean, I just feel like, you know, he's like some kind of visitor kin or whatever. He actually thinks he's a visitor, but he's actually not one. I clean my teeth with a nice beer solution. It protects the animal. That I would have lost my teeth a long time ago. So confused right now. But see, here's the thing where we got one less person to check. We got like, you know, we got Muppet Miss Cleo right here, so. Seriously, she looks like a So, those teeth. Amber, I'm cursing your name right now. With all due respect. So Rogues, Amber had me watch, we did like a movie party on Discord some time ago. Amber, I just want to ask you this. Why? Why to let me watch it? She looks like a chud. She looks like she came from Chud 2. She's got chud teeth. It's freaking like Anna Bud the Chud or something. Well, I read. I can't remember how to do the voice. Want a reading? How much do you know about me? Well, what a silly thing to say. I'm not the one who knows. I'm simply a vessel. The stars speak through me. The moon and Venus are in conjunction in the 6th house. It's written all over your face. You need to not say a thing. I don't even leave my house, let alone like, you know, go to like, you know, the second, third, fourth, or fifth, like to get to the 6th. It's all written all over your face. You need not say a thing. I knew someone just like you once. He always listened, but never spoke. You know what they say, if Jupiter's in the 8th house, I haven't went to the first 6 houses to go to the 7th house to get to the 8th house. It's better to stay quiet. It's not to close doors. I barely open the one I'm in, the house right now. Oh, darling, I know your energy would resist, but let us do your test. I shall see right through you anyway. Teeth, no, hands. We'll go ahead and look. Oh, shit. Okay, we're talking readings here. How in the hell are you even gonna read a book without tearing the pages? What's the deal with like her? Please be careful. I learned myself a few splinters crafting dream catchers. With what, your bare hands? Were you the set artist for the Blair Witch Project? She designed the set for the Blair Witch Project. She's even holding one of them right there in her right hand. Thing is, she didn't have any dirt. I'll leave her alone. How far do you have to go? Honey here, isn't all that... Honey here isn't all that great with directions. I mean, if we can find someone to help us, then it'd probably be a 2-day trip, right? And that's after we've gotten lost a few times, figured out which way we're going to be going. Right, honey? Someone can give us a ride, though. That'd be swell. That's a couple hours tops. Well, you talk about a 2-day trip. How about a 1-way trip? That timing is all over the place. I just don't remember how to get there. My wife's such a silly goose when it comes to directions. But that's fine. All that matters is that we're moving forward, right, honey? Who knows? Maybe we'll get there in a week. That guy in the bathroom seems eccentric. Apparently, apparently it's too eccentric to actually even know his surroundings, actually probably kill someone. You seem harmless, maybe. But I ain't trusted you since the moment you showed up on my porch. I can't do anything to him. Here's the deal. I wake up tomorrow, and she or the guy in the bathroom is dead. You. And I ain't talking about the missus right there. I'm gonna check in with my homeboy. Hold on a second. Why the hell you got like a random ass picture of Riff Raff from Rock Hard Picture Show on your kinda looks like Riff Raff. Alright, pick up. Hi there, neighbor.
Hey, neighbor, you saw what happened out there? Those teenagers got killed. I thought the streets weren't that dangerous. Guess I was wrong. My daughter taught me to going out to play again. It didn't seem too bad until I saw the boys. And last time I risked her life like that. God, I'll never forgive myself if something happens to her. She's my whole world.
Is your daughter okay?
I don't know. With all those reasons, I was hoping she didn't notice. Back at home, she said she saw a face in the grass.
Well, I saw him clear as day. He was right next to my house.
Tried to convince her it was her imagination, but she's not really biting.
Who killed him?
It was that pale tourist thing. I thought we'd only kill people who stayed shy.
Well, he does. He just makes sure, he breaks his way in before he does it. I found out the hard way. I thought I had it under...
I thought I had it under control. Figured if I ever saw that silhouette, we'd head straight back home. But I didn't think about what else she might see.
Be careful.
Thanks. You take care, too.
He's the real MVP. Which is why I'm kind of worried about him. Okay, so... my social battery's cooked today. Hold on a second. That guy blessed me with coffee, didn't he? If I'm right. Oh, it gave me a permanent increase in my, Alright, so I guess it's a good thing I did let that dork in. So I can question 3 people. You know what that means, buddy? Tomorrow. Nails and teeth. Well, actually, not teeth, but... Alright. Assuming I survive... Why they gotta smash my door so... Okay, yeah. Hope my neighbor's okay, because this is how far I got before. Unfortunately, I'm having more kombucha. Yeah, let me see a thing of that. It reminds me vaguely of like, you know, the cat, like of someone I met through Amber, like one of her friends who I definitely consider one of my friends now. She streams on Twitch, Archaea. I think she's got, I mean, I don't know if that's the same as that breed of cat as hers or whatever, but I think she's got like, you know, one of the Rexes. But it's an absolutely gorgeous cat. It's like one of those cats that doesn't have any hair. I think that one, is a Sphinx or Rex? I can't remember. I think it's a Sphinx. I always like getting them mixed up. I've been waiting for you to show back up. We need to talk. What do you want? Yeah, Sphinx. Spacious house you got yourself there. I like it. I don't need anything from you. No, you don't. So, you alone? No, I'm not alone. It's your lucky day. I can hear someone whispering inside. But who knows where they'll be in a few days. So that's all I had to do was just not lie to his ass before. I lied to him before and stupidly said I was alone. It's like, I know you are. So if I actually did, like, you know, say if I was alone and I said I was, then he would have thought it was a lie. But who knows where they'll be in a few days. Yeah, you better get stepping. And you, hang on, no, hold on. You dorks. He literally was just right here and y'all weren't out there to help me. You got all these freaking guns and everything else or whatever, but apparently, you know, you ain't got, like, you know, proper vision, like, to see through that freaking... This is what my taxpayers' dollars are going towards? This is the kind of fence that we're getting? So what the hell is Haley Joel Osment doing here now? I mean, if you see, I mean, I see dead people. Yeah, no shit. There's one in my living room, hacked up into pieces in a bunch of trash bags. Hello, can you let me in, please? I don't know how to do a voice. Do you need something? Yeah, somewhere to stay. I've got nowhere else to go. The dorm isn't an option anymore. What happened to your dorm? Fema. They turned up one day and said they had to inspect everyone. I heard they were taking the infected quarantine zones. I don't want to end up there. Well, if they're anything like what's outside my house that's not doing its job, I mean, you can probably go back to the dorms. I'm pretty sure you're safe. Problem is, it seemed like that was... Come on in. I got the cigarettes. It's not much, but I hope it helps. All right, well. Can I call my neighbor? I can't. I don't even know what the cigs do. I think that might actually recharge me. So we meet again. Apparently we got like one of the members of the Blue Man group outside my house. I don't know. I look at it, and the more I look at it, the worse it gets. He looks like he's a mixture of, like, you know, Squidward, Doug, and a freaking Blue Man group member. It's like somehow, like, you know, he looks like he shouldn't even exist. Of course, looking like most of everything else I've encountered so far. So, we meet again. I remember things were a bit different last time we crossed paths, yet we remain. I don't even know who you are. It's a strange thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'd like to start a conversation with a divination. Tell my fortune by choosing a path to this book. Where should I open? Hey, wrong dude, buddy. You know, I got a fortune teller in the house where that's her shtick. Just open this thing in the middle. I don't even care. I want to go back to bed. Who are you? You were the one that apparently met me before. Who are you? Me? I am you. I am I. You were... Okay, look, I had Yao Ming in here a bit ago. He was in, obviously, in Rush Hour 3 or whatever. We're not gonna be about to do that who is me bullshit. Like, who is me? You. I am you. No, we're not. Or me... I was thinking, like, you know... Disney's Mulan. Like, you know, the whole thing with Mushu when he first appeared. Me? I am I. Who am I? Who am I? I don't know. Either way, you were home. Yes, a tragic story indeed. Yeah, very enlightening. I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. Is this what awaits us? It's quite possible. Okay, the question is, what is awaiting us? Because you were pretty freaking vague there with your... What does it mean? I need to think it through carefully. Do you have any insights to offer? Anyway, I only came here to tell you something. Events will soon begin to unfold. You need to be ready. It may sound strange, but the cat must enter. I think we're talking about like a cat that was on the picture. Now you're talking about a cat must enter. I cannot yet explain how, yet I am certain it will help you. You can choose what you do with this information, of course. As for me, I think I'll have a ponder on the deeper meaning of your divination. All I did was tell you to open a book, and I ended up, like, getting confused. Whatever. I don't care. I'm going back to sleep. What's this game? Who died? Oh, I got 4 now. How'd I get another one? Good afternoon. Here's the news. FEMA has taken new measures to address the ongoing visitor invasion. As of now, they have organized quarantine zones that detain potentially dangerous suspects, yet they need to get better at their job. FEMA has also identified a new visitor sign after experimenting with those detained. Blood red eyes. According to reports, FEMA discovered this sign after observing detained visitors. Noting the creatures have increased photosensitivity, causing their eyes to become inflamed and red. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, report on FEMA, but first, a word from our sponsors. Who died? I'm gonna look in this kitchen. You. I'll be right back. Don't move. That did not go the way I thought it would. So y'all gotta pull Uno reverse on me. Where's that? You better not be in my bedroom. See, you look like someone that, like, failed every single test that the Men in Black I try to throw at them. Your skin is definitely, like, sagging like you're Edgar or something. Damn, this whole thing's so messed up. You live in a dorm, right? Yeah, I didn't mention it before, but I'm not from around here. Came to study, that everything went to hell. First, they locked us in dorms, afraid the virus would spread. I thought they just said that these people came underground and they weren't actually infecting people. Like there wasn't a virus. That's kind of... I kind of find it a little bit funny that they only died after you showed up. I'm on yellow suits. I was already getting worried, but when I heard they were taking the infected to quarantine zones, I wasn't going to just sit there and wait for them to drag me away, so I climbed out the window and ran. Taking the infected to quarantine zones, so if you weren't infected, what did you have to fear? Why would they be dragging you away? Grabbed my jacket and took off. Had no place to go, though. That's how I ended up at your door. What else did you take? Well, I took my ID and a few other things, and honestly, this jacket's what really mattered. Don't get me wrong, it's not about the price tag or the brand label. It's one of the few that I had left for my brother. I'm not buying it. Oh man, if I really am a visitor, don't tell me. Just shoot, alright? Let me see those eyes. Just, honestly, I'm a little nervous. Don't judge too much. They look a little, I don't know, it said red, like bloodshot red. That's everything fun. I can't tell. Let me see your teeth. Teeth check out. Got bad overbite. Sometimes I end up chewing on my own cheeks. I got one more chance here. Need to test you. Hands, no problem. Anger issues. Not that ordinary. What is it? That was very out of the ordinary. You did that on purpose, didn't you? My heart just slipped down my mouth. Why would you do something like that? Ah, crap. I probably should have just went on fire. I'm goofing up. I'm bad at this game. All right, you, come here. Should I test him or the chick in the kitchen? The thing is that he came in last night and someone died, but everything seemed fine beforehand. But see, here's my main problem. Here's the issue, okay? Here's the way I look at this. Tall dude died when they were both in here, before this guy showed up, meaning that, you know, Fat Trevor from GTA 5 right here, or the fortune teller lady, one of them has got to be sus. Because obviously, like the mother, like, you know, the wife and the husband, they died, but they were killed. I thought they might have something to do with things. So if someone else, so that means that there's two scenarios here. We've either got two people here who are sus, or one of the ones that, like, you know, or we got like either two people here that are actually sus now, or still one person, they're the one that killed the couple. So our boy in here could still be innocent, but this game is like definitely questioning myself and, like, you know, my. Oh, we're gonna have what happened to that man? I told him it doesn't matter what you do, only the color of your aura will while you're doing it, but he doubted me. So life passed him by. One day I closed my eyes and envisioned the film in my dreams. I poured all my cosmic energy in that image. If you don't open your heart and energy in the universe, why bother living in your body at all? You can do the same. Close your eyes. Imagine your wildest dreams have all of them come true. Focus on the vision. You know why you suffer? You still fail to grasp that suffering in its purest form of joy. So tell me, are you ready to take the next step? Find some guidance from the other side can't help? There are people, experts, who know how to cleanse the darkness. Oh, shut up! If you like, I can help you connect. I sense you might have a need for them. You reach them here, 845-114. And don't forget to tell them I sent you. Well, that's all well and good, but the only thing you used to actually send that, make sure that guy, like, light past that guy by was a knife or something. You dead, honey. Well, if you don't count the red spots, the moon is to blame for those. I ain't buying it. Are you crazy? You know it's just the moon playing tricks, don't you? It's not that easy to track a movement. Well, you ain't gonna be moving at all. If you kill me, you'll be doomed to... Well, damn. I don't know about enlightenment or whatever, but I mean, just enlighten, like, the, like, you know, load on her shoulders. This game is making me feel like a dick at times because of that I don't know if I actually did something right that time. Alright, I need a smoke. Hey, that number she gave me from the psychic lady. Oh, this should be rich. Structure of an apple. The over apple. The land of mushrooms that what? Fear of mush. Thought it so enchants that their meat. Only cheers and partings do. Check her breathing. Why won't you responding? I wish to die. They hung up. This was not quite what you... So her ass did it. It's been a while since I smoked. Last time was probably after everyone left the... Booyah. Hey, buddy. I ain't counting you out. I'll be right back. I still am thinking there might be a possibility our boy in here might have been a problem. Should have tested everything on him. That's the All right. Crap. I just wasted one of them. Yeah, I mean, his eyes seem fine. It's just his knuckles. But the thing about it is, it does seem like the thing is, obviously he just had like some bloody knuckles. But he said there was nothing on his hands. He didn't explain what was going on with his hands. But you, however, I feel like, you know, he might be a red herring. Well, sun's burned up a lot of people somehow. You're right. All seeds of evil, human. The Holy Sun decided to punish them all for the sins of 1,000 years. And the visitors, you know what? The thing about it is, why the hell do I feel... You've been playing too much damn Dark Souls. He's got a soul layer complex. He is praising the hell out of the sun. The visitors, those shadow blasphemers, have begun to reach out for the sun. And they realize it is time to praise it. But the sun is not for them. No, not for the claws of filthy subterranean dwellers, but for us, for humans. It belongs to us. Yeah, and all your base does as well or whatever. But I promise you this, if I wake up tomorrow and that other guy's dead or whatever, all my foot's gonna belong to your ass. I'm watching you. The blessed unto mankind and praise fucking be. Are you saying that the world's justice enact by the sun? Then for who? For us? Ha! Don't make me laugh. The sun is on our side. It is our savior. Can't you see that? It's trying to drive the visitors back underground. It's punishing the vile blasphemers for the accumulated sins of humanity. It reveals the heretics in their piss-stained tatters, hiding shamefully behind deceitful masks. I'm just gonna praise for him to shut up. we must give thanks to the sun, not dwell like suckling babies about the end of the world. You know, I'm having a feeling that this guy probably definitely got rejected from a Sunny Delight commercial in the future, and he's taking that in the past, he's taking that very seriously, because I think his script definitely was not approved. I can see it, like, it goes on the set, unleash the power of the fucking sun. Like, we must give thanks to the sun, not dwell like suckling babies about the end of the world. This is the only end for all foes of the almighty sun. Death to the dirt dwellers, death to the shit-stained heretics, death to the seeds of evil. Damn, well, I want to give her some french fries. Yeah, I think you're wearing them on your shirt. Alright, check his teeth before. Eyes. Look into my dark eyes. I use them to absorb all the benefits of the righteous beams, transform them into energy. I get all my energy through my eyes. Alright, Cyclops, just open your friggin' eyes. If not, you're blind. Try gazing at the sun for longer, like me. That's what's concerning me. He may have actually been staring at the sun, considering like how much he's like, you know, praising, like, you know, he's like, they're making this one tough. He's tough. This one's tricky because he's acting like, see, things, they're like putting everything here for me to think he is not a visitor, or for him to be a visitor. But there's problems with it. He's acting like a visitor. Or, you know, he's calling me a human, but he's not actually, you know, speaking in the sense of he's saying he's a subterranean. Like, so my thing is, him calling me human, it's almost like saying, how is it, fellow, like, how goes it, fellow human? Because he's basically trying to say that humans are not just, like, you know, human, but we're apparently gods ourselves or something. Like, we're above the surface dwellers. So he's, like, you know, calling me a human as a term of, you know, me being a higher power just like him. He's trying to basically do this whole hoity-toity, like, us humans are superior because we praise the sun, or some shit. And I feel like that's what he's doing here. He's not calling me a human like he's a visitor or an alien addressing me as a human, but as a fellow human is a term of endearment. The teeth thing. He's got perfect teeth, but he's got some that are missing. The eye thing. His eyes are red, but he says he's been staring at the sun. Yeah, so I'm gonna, like, you know, do a snooze real quick on that, like the ad or whatever, because... Alright, I got one more... Let me see those hands. As you wish, my friend. Behold these holy nails as much as you like. I train myself to absorb the beneficial sunlight from them. And open beer bottles, of course. So some of his fingernails look chipped. But... You just want to check? They're doing everything they can to make me want to believe this guy's a visitor. But I'm not buying it. I don't think he's... part of me doesn't think he's actually, you know, a problem. But I'm watching him still. Haley Joel Osment here, like, wakes up dead, like, you know, ends up dead tomorrow when I know who did it. Because there's only 2 of them left. What do you mean you're full of energy? Well, get a beer and go to sleep then. It's just a normal, like, you know, just a casual, you know, dead psychic here in my room, here in the kitchen. Please don't say someone died. No one died. So I think they're both good. I think they're both okay. Because no one died during the night. So I think, like, they both might check out. Now you show up. Where were you when that jerk was trying to kill me before? What were you doing? Like, you know, trying to hunt down a fucking 2319 or something? Those watch Monsters, Inc., you know. I don't know if I should do, like, a proper, gas mask voice. Good evening. I'm from FEMA. We're making... I don't know what I was doing there. I can't, like, do, like, an actual gas... like, a voice like I'm actually... Alright, Good evening. I'm from FEMA. We're making, house calls around your neighborhood. Checking in with residents. Are you alone? No, of course not. Our squad split up a few smaller groups so we could cover more ground. It shouldn't take much of your time. Wearing protective gear. Should we be wearing that too? No, but you could buy some if you would help make you feel safe. You'll show up my porch at on my porch like 2 a.m. or whatever, trying to, like, you know, trying to hawk your wares. I trust Khajiit like a whole lot more, like a quick before I trust you with that. We're still in the process of studying the sun's effects on the environment. It's important for us to be careful since we're spending so much time outside. So what happens next? All right. Does FEMA have a plan of action? Of course, but we can't action our plans without proof. Action our plans. Initiate our plans. There, I fixed your grammar. I fixed, like, your sentence. So, we'll take one of the people staying here back to our laboratory. Bullshit, you will? We'll have them complete a few tests so we can make sure everything's above board. Then we'll send them back. Do I need to pack? Is this your house? Then no. Stay with the other residents. If you need to evacuate, we'll let you know. We'll just take one person and be on our way. Well, I wanted you to take him anyway, so thank you. Because this means if he actually is, like, sus or whatever, I ain't got to feel bad about if he isn't sus, I ain't got to feel bad about putting him out of, like, you know, about attacking him without reason. Well, basically, what I mean right there is that I was really unsure about this dude. So I'm basically making him their problem now. No offense to him. I really don't think he actually was sus, but they were making him seem like he was. Now, if he ends up coming back, it's going to be hilarious. I was trying to step away. Okay, so we got, like, freaking Marge's, like, you know, sisters from The Simpsons right here. I'm concerned that actually might have been a visitor. It might just, like, you know... Oh, you're talking about, like, the guy I had in there. Hold on a second. All right, ladies, I'm not interested. It's like, okay, I want to try to do a smoker lung thing, but I don't know if I could. Hello. Oh, here, lean on me for a bit. Do you maybe have room for us? Is your friend sick? Are you both sick or just one of you? We all suffer from depression to some degree. We know where things were headed even before all this trouble with the sun. We've been following the news. It's all been leading up to this, but I don't think the sun's gonna actually explode. What are you gonna do? I have to find somewhere my sister can feel a little more comfortable. Then we'll create a new life for ourselves. They say our lives are over. But I disagree. If anything, things should get easier from here on out. You know, that sounds like something that, you know, a visitor would say, because y'all are trying to come up and take our world? You look like the California raisins after you found Rogaine. It's fucking terrible. No, I can't unsee it. They like the California raisins wearing wigs. I disagree. If anything, oh yeah. Now it's in a drink right here because throat's hoarse from doing this voice. Wait a minute, how's her arm doing that? I've got a concern here, Rogues. One of her arms is like right there, like, you know, it's basically like all the way around her. She is bending in a very weird way. So she's like holding her one arm, that looks like she's got like a velociraptor talon on it, and her other arm is all the way around. I don't think so. Ouch. Well, sister. Well, sister, I guess we'll have to try her like somewhere else. Come on, let's go. Help me out a little here, sis. My God, when will this end? Hi, let me in. Are you freaking out? I don't know what to do. People, killed my oh shit. My daddy. Who? The visitors came to the house. They were sitting with us. Daddy was talking to them about something, and then they killed him. Now our house is on fire. I didn't check to see if the house was on fire. Come in. You'll help me? I'm so scared. I'll deal with you in a minute. Shut up. I gotta check something, because if I go over here and look and see this house is not on fire. Oh, yeah, it is totally on fire. Your neighbor's house, which he just painted white, is now charred blacker than black. It seems like the fire is still blazing even now. What happened to your neighbor's family? Is anyone still alive? Worried thoughts swirl in your head, and you're overcome with a feeling of incomprehension and helplessness. Oh yeah, that thing's totally on fire. You again. A pale, creepy man is standing on the street smiling. He's holding someone's decapitated head in a helmet. They have a soldier, his face frozen in terrified grimace. See, I told y'all they were useless! You're not sure what scared him more, the pale visitor or his own impending death. Well, that might be a little concerning, because if they couldn't take him out, I got a shotgun. Oh, crap. The entire squad of soldiers that arrived just yesterday is dead. Looks like there was a massacre out there. Bodies are scattered across the whole street, and one of them is missing its head. Did the pale, creepy stranger kill them all? Yeah, well, I ain't got nothing to worry about, because I've got 2 people in here with me. I bet you it's him. I gotta let her in, because the cat. Hi. You open or not? Do you know the bald man, and maybe the muffin man? What do you want? Create a beer, drawer, ham leg, don't know, give whatever. Okay, I'll give you some beer, but I'm taking that cat. You open, yes, no? They tell me to come here, so I came. How'd you find my house? Sea City, live there. Saw your house, walk over here. Was very insightful, Gollum, or whatever, but I mean, I need to kind of like some more specifics. Now I gotta do the voice. Not here, not hot here. I'm trying to do a Gollum voice. What's potatoes, precious? I can usually do the voice pretty well. My precious. Not hot here. You remind me of someone. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. And then I woke up.
Do I? Sure. So what now? You tell me more, or what? Strangest thing to say.
I can't probably do a Gollum voice perfectly. I think I'm going like between like Meatwad and Stitch here. I don't think you're human.
So what? Want to see me dance, precious? Maybe I dance. I'm ballerina. Well, you decide. What we do?
I'm coming in, but that cat is only for the cat. I'm letting you in, but
Poor dancer freezing cold. So sad. Do not torture Kitty. Kitty hates cold.
I only did it for the cat. They said the cat needed to come in. You hear me, punk? I got a cat and I ain't afraid to use it. She'll claw your eyes out, you better watch out. Yeah, you know, the rabbit with really pointy teeth from Monty Python and the Holy Grail? This cat's his cousin. Watch out. You're stupid. Yeah, I'll get to that, like, when I... Yeah. Because I'm just trying to, like, basically experience it, but... Wait, hold on, where'd my other freaking, like, energy go? I had, like, 4 or 5. Good afternoon, you're watching the news. Due to sharp increase in suspected visitor sightings, FEMA has announced it is enacting new protection measures. The old one didn't work! Effective immediately, a full quarantine will be enforced across all major population areas. So in other words, you got a carpet bomb and scorch earth everything. Travel outside your city or to nearby villages is strictly prohibited. I bet you can scorched earth it. Please stay within your designated area. In addition, FEMA has revealed a new visitor identification procedure. I am not gonna, like, have them turn, I'm gonna go and say it. We're not gonna be doing no turn your heads and coughs here. Here, let's not. Maybe they should use Nair, you don't know. FEMA reports that the visitors have no visible... Hang on. FEMA reports that the visitors have no visible hair in this area, making it a useful identification tool. The AG is asking citizens to bear with the test and comply with escort... That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, report on what you can do if you spot a visitor. I can't believe this. This is... Oh my god. I'll come back to you. Okay. I want my mommy. Tell me what happened. I don't know. They came in and started talking. Dad said they were wrong. Then they said, Daddy. Okay, just rest for now. We called out for a father. Now there's no end in sight to their hysterics. I'm gonna give her a mulligan on testing her. For now. Alright, we know you're good. And we know, like, Bat Trevor's, like, not here. You, however, we need to talk. After the ad break. Ad break's about to start right now, guys. I went through all my snoozes just to try, like, expand everything out. So, yeah, gonna do an ad break, and then we'll be back and see what, I don't even have a joke to actually try to compare to something because, like, she's incomprehensible. I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. All right, guys. So like I just said in the chat, she's literally. I mean, I probably should have paused the game because, or just like close the door or whatever, because she's been like just staring at my ass like the entire ad break. So yeah.
Kitty is here. What more you need?
I don't know what that voice was. Why are you here?
What a dumb question. You open door, ask yourself what for? What am I for? So stand to me. Place is place. So go here. So with you, looking for my precious. I don't want any nothing. Not you. What matters? You keep place company for Kitty. The rest, who cares?
Finally, something even makes sense. She just wants to protect the freaking cat, I guess.
You test me? Yes, be sure of something.
My thing is, hold on a sec. Why am I missing a energy? Crap. Okay. Well, I'm seeing those teeth from right here. Armpits? Stairs. I'm not. First off, I don't know if that's your thing or whatever, but it ain't mine. This is purely professional.
Stairs. What else?
Nothing else. You check out. You're good. You're good. You're good. And my toilet's not to be good, about to be good or whatever, because I'm about to like go and heave up a crap load of Taco Bell in it. Enjoy it? Hell no, I didn't. I'm gonna pull out. No. I'm gonna let you just. I miss Fat Trevor. Wait a minute, hold on a second. My detection thing is still 2. All right, let's get more of this over with. Eyes.
Now to the most
Interesting.
I have things written in pupils, see?
No, I'll.
Tragedy. You live alone, yes?
No.
So how's it feel? So what? I dance. Why are you to look at dancing hands?
The cat. The cat did all that to her hands, but she ain't got no.
Kitty. Yes, this kitty's alive. Lucky kitty. With a most large pain in hand and ass.
Yeah, I don't want to see the latter. The only thing we can check is, I'm gonna tell you straight up, if I wake up tomorrow and Haley Joel Osment's dead or whatever, you know, you're done. Like I said, I mean, I only the reason I let you in is the cat. Oh, hey, cat. First off, you're absolutely adorable. No, I'm petting the cat. You reach out and pet the cat. Hard to tell if it likes it or not. Oh, he's just so. Oh, right, I'll let you down. Damn, don't freaking. You little shit. I don't know which is worse, like you or her. I think she's somehow more hairy than you. Okay, what is this? You want me to go down here? What the fuck? Do I got a potato farm? All right, cat, I got tuna. Come on, you coming downstairs with me? Now, come on, cat. I got food for you down there. Let's go. Hold on a sec. You know, I think you're a sus detector. You gotta be. I bet you're a sus detector. See, everything's good right now. So I don't think she's sus. Aw. The officials are inspecting the side of the Bristol Master. Yeah, y'all out there to get y'all's asses kicked too, I bet. They're taking all the dead soldiers' equipment and weapons to prevent looting. Probably didn't expect the pale visitors to survive against a group of armed soldiers. Yeah, maybe they should have had a tank. Now there are a few more body bags. I'll deal with you in a minute. That's one of my tactics, thank you very much. This dude's been playing too much of the forest. Now, you gonna come out here and put like a person's head on a stake? Now, that's what I did in the forest. Don't be using my tactics against me. That don't scare me. See a human skull decorating a stake, still wearing a helmet. Its skin has been burnt black, and it looks like someone has yanked out its teeth. The head must have been out there all day. You can't think I should have feared this grisly display is a threat, probably left behind by that creepy pale visitor. Yeah, you know what? He thinks he's a Yalja or something. Look, I have like Deck, I have Deck, Wolf, and the rest of the predators on speed dial or whatever. Don't at me, dude. I'll call them. They'll show you how to, do scare tactics. And they'll use your skull to do it. You're looking at the ruins of your neighbor's house. Happy family lived there until recently. Not only goes to shell remains. A strange feeling overwhelms you as if you know this was coming. If death was coming to that house. Oh, very soon. Also very soon. So random Aurora. Okay. Let's do this. What? You again? Is my boy good?
Good evening. I'm with them.
I know.
We're running a routine inspection in your neighborhood. Don't worry, it won't take long.
When will you return the person you took?
Return? So our team's already been here. At the screening, there's a mandatory quarantine period. They'll be staying with us for a while. After that, they'll be sent back from the quarantine zone.
Fine if there's no other way.
Don't worry. Procedures are demanding, yes, but we allow them time to rest.
I didn't say you could take him. Oh, it's getting right to the point, because one more...
Once tests are done, we'll tell you what to do next. You're unable to immediately transfer a suspected visitor to a quarantine zone. It's no mandatory appearance slip.
You could have gave me that before. I've only got one person sit. Yep, and I've got someone present here, so have fun with that, because you are not coming in. I'm so glad they didn't take my last person. And for your information, this cat I've got here is a person as well, okay? It counts. So this cat ain't going nowhere. I mean, your ass ain't coming in. This cat is not an animal. It's a people. So you're still holed up here, I see. What do you think of that guy? The one in the suit. Well, he seemed nice. He was just doing his job. Times are rough lately. Just one thing after another, am I right? Maybe the suits will restore order. Or should we take matters into our own hands? I'm doing what I can. And what exactly can you do? Can you ward off death? Stop the floods, the fires, the decay? The only thing you can stop is a heartbeat. You ain't stopping mine. So, you alone? I'm not alone. Still scrambling to survive in this new world, are we? Why? Dogs rule the world now, and only dogs survive here. Well, see, I've got a cat in here that actually seems like it's doing pretty damn fine on its own, so don't try to, assert this whole dogs rule and cats drool argument here. You understand what I mean? Yes, things will never go back to the way they were before. They were. Life changed. You're falling out of rhythm. Next time we meet, things will be interesting. Now if I got someone in here with me. Oh my god, what? Oh, my boy's back. All right. You know, I probably don't know what the hell he's talking about. Wonderful. The cat's with you. What to do with the one who bought it is for you to decide. Why'd you ask me to let someone with a cat in my home? Powerful entity awaits the cat's approach. It is thanks to she that my eyes reach far, but even I do not see all. One thing is yet clear, though. Something wicked this way comes. Yeah, it just left. You cannot halt it. Perhaps they'll mention it on the radio. Will you listen? What's to do with that information? Nothing. I've already said too much. But for 2 days yonder, testing portends doom. Halt your scrutiny until the third sunrise. If you can do that, my guidance can continue. Maybe it will bring you peace, or at least help you move on. Hope to see you soon. It's cryptic BS. It's just, you know, he's pulling this Doctor Strange crap, like pre-endgame and everything. Like, you know, you've seen, like, you know, like millions of, like, you know, variations on, like, me winning or losing, and in my case, it revolves around a freaking cat. I've heard about you. Most people stay the hell away from your place. Those who come here are either desperate or stupid. You know, that's not what you lead with if you want me to try to, like, you know, open my door to you. That's rude. But you have my respect. What? Thanks? No, really. Most folks have given up, too weak to keep living. Braver ones just put a gun to their head. The others just rot one day at a time. But you're not one of them. You won't go down without a fight. I won't go down without a cat either. I could totally just... Are you desperate too? What? Oh, you want to know why I came here? Huh, who knows? Maybe I'm crazy. I'm definitely not desperate. Mankind survived whereas before. Why should we give up now? Well, I mean, I like her grit. Come on in. If I would, but I promise you, if lay one hand on the cat. Great. You know, I'm honored to be here now, where our lives are falling apart. You just said people that come here are either desperate or stupid or whatever. Now you just talking about you're happy to be here? So which line do you fall in? I just say it like, you know, I'm not desperate or stupid. I'm in love. What? I don't know. Let's talk sometime. Well, I mean, you're coming into my house or whatever, so... She's busy tonight. Alright, so we got like... I don't know what this is. Right. Hey, you on the other side of the door. I can hear your footsteps. Mind if I crash here for the night? Why are you so cheerful? That's enough. There's enough anger out here already. Yeah, times are tough, but there's still so much worth fighting for. Next generation, art, and just the joy of life itself. If we keep telling ourselves it'll be okay, then hey, maybe things will get a little bit easier. You're too optimistic. So you want to lie to people, or... Well, I call it lying. People are neck deep in their own pain right now, and I get why. Sometimes you remind them of the ways they used to be happy, back when their goal wasn't simply to survive, but to create something beautiful. You get what I'm saying? Life's gotten too bitter lately. I'm hearing, like, you know, that one song, in the summertime, like, you know, just like he came in with that whole soundtrack. And I forgot, like, all the lyrics to it. Nah, it's fine, but maybe there's something I can offer you. Is there something you want? Your glasses. I don't know. I got cat food. Sold. Come on in. Hope you remember what it's like to feel joy. Hey, you're feeding my cat. That's all I care about. If you try to, like, yo, kill anyone in here or wherever, I'm gonna get a little case of cat scratch fever myself. Maybe then death won't be the only thing on your mind. Hey, you fed my cat, all right? That's the only thing that reason I let you in. How the hell did you know I had a cat? You meddling sons of bitches. Which one of you did it? I let y'all into my home with this thing. That cat better be alive. That cat better be alive. Or we're gonna have ourselves a bit of a scrap on our hands. Emergency broadcast. Wildfires now sweeping across forested regions. It wasn't wildfire that set my neighbor's house on fire. Experts believe abnormally high solar activity is to blame. While the full scale of the disaster remains unclear, fire crews from nearby cities have been deployed to contain the blaze. Despite the fires, visitors continue to terrorize the nation. Them has announced a new identifying sign to aid the public in their fight against the visitors. I am not going to make them drop their pants, so don't you say it. Or film photography. Dark patches appearing on a captured image is a strong indicator that the subject may be a visitor. So I just gotta, like, judge them by their vibes now? I just gotta, like, so apparently I'm judging them by, like, their ability to be, like, an instant Snapchat filter, apparently. Stay calm and remain indoors during daylight hours. Up next, a word from our sponsors. Great. Y'all are making this up now. At first it was armpit. Like, how do you go from armpits to Snapchat filters? All right. All right, first, who died? Okay, you're still here. No surprise there. I don't think anyone would be like, won't even try to come here and try to mess with you. Who else was here? Oh, y'all done gone too far. Which one of you killed the daughter? No, oh, no, oh, hell no. No, 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 no. No, we are, no. Hell no. You, get up. I want to know which one of you did it. I've checked what's her name in there. Look like a damn green screen. One more thing that'll remain after I'm gone. You. Yeah, you won't be pushed around where I'm... That's cheap as hell. We ain't done. I think... Yeah, it's a good thing I got, like, other options here. I don't... Get back up. Eyes. Damn. Y'all making this difficult. I keep on everything. And I mean everything. Nothing to be done about it. Well, please let me be right. You're gonna pull that trigger? That'll be at my whole fight. So be it. That's for the daughter, bitch. Normally I don't say that word or whatever, but she had it coming. And you, with your half banner, half Hulk looking self or whatever, you're gonna sit right there in that chair, and if anyone else dies or whatever, I'm coming after you. And don't touch the cat. It's just... I shouldn't have let her in. How do I feed the cat? I'm trying to feed you. You said back then, when I'm gone, you decide if you want to open that box or not. Been inside for 15 years, still can't make up my mind. Yeah, I might have kind of got a little feral, like, you know, about that, aware, because that's my whole thing, you know, it's bad enough, like, you know, other people have, like, died, I kind of got a little attached to, but that kid, gloves are off then. And I went in there with a mission. Probably the two most innocent ones in this house are probably the kid and that cat and everything, and... Yeah, maybe if I just interact... Okay, here you go. His little face is hard to read, but you're pretty sure he's happy. You have a strange feeling you can sleep peacefully tonight. Feels like your furry friend has shared one of his lives with you to say thanks. Who knows, maybe death will pass your own by tonight. I might have screwed up. They said pass like the home, pass, you know, pass us by. So that either means, like, you know, someone isn't gonna die or whatever, or if that one, like, you know, hulking dude showed up where he wouldn't have been able to kill me or something. Come on. Still watching you. I feel like what means if anyone was a visitor in here probably would have, like... Pay people rush nearby houses. They bang on doors desperate for shelter, but it seems no one's willing to let them in. Hey, don't look at me. Path along the field is littered with the bodies of those who tried to run. Nearby stands the man responsible, a famous soldier. Officer. He holds a rifle. Smoke still drifting from the barrel. Was no one gonna show up here tonight? See a woman crying over her wounded husband. Can't tell if he's alive or dead. Tears streak, she drags his heavy body away from the gunfire. He's left with a single thought, things will only get worse. Oh. Well, okay, well, that was a surprising one. It said like death was gonna pass me by because everyone else was dying. We are with this program with breaking news. Reports of civil unrest are coming in from a neighboring city. Due to unresolved circumstances, Venom forces have sealed off the area. Please remain in your homes. Stay where you are and await further instructions. Remember, support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. I'm doing my part. I think Starship Troopers, but... That's the latest for now. Next up, some ads. Up next, a special report on the nature of the visitors. These are a freaking expert. Alright, so the way I look at it, we know she checks out. I think, like, she's honestly safe. Hope the hell, you know, she is, and it's not like some kind of red herring. But, I mean, that's the thing. I've checked just about everything where she... I mean, I feel like if someone was gonna die, she would have already done it. But you, however... Okay, so we tested the photo and we got 4 things we got to test with him. Okay. Teeth. Yeah, take a look. I wonder if a person's teeth says a lot about them. Yeah, it does. But I'm gonna like humor just a little bit more. Thing is, well, you need to understand, son. I'm part of a country club, and and I own like a wide number of dealerships. So I have to I have like all the resources in the world to make sure that my teeth are pearly gate white. I don't know. It just seems like he definitely has like that whole thing. Like he definitely. He definitely like buys like $300 bottles of water and probably like gets his he gives those vibes. This dude is pompous as hell. Have you always been like this? Nope, not always. I used to be pretty angry at people, at the world, and at myself. I'd snap over nothing. Slam doors harder, crack the frame, but at some point I realized all anger does is destroy. First on the inside and everything else around you. Only time I lashed out at someone who only wanted to help me. Now she's gone. That moment broke something in me. I know I had to change or I'd destroy everything I touched. But I learned to let go, to breathe, to make peace. That's how I got here. I mean, I ain't got anyone else really tested on or whatever, but someone ends up dying tonight where we're gonna know what happened. Hands? Yeah. You were too damn perfect. That's the thing I'm concerned about. My own 2 hands. Still got him. Even after everything else I've lost. Eyes are I don't want to check his armpits. That's the problem. Armpits. Don't know if that... Didn't know that mattered too. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's too freaking immaculate. That's the problem. He's... The thing is, I don't think he's the problem. I think he's just well groomed. That's why it seems like he's been like his skin routine like consists of like broccoli juice or something. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep and then someone's gonna die. Because I really feel like the cat, or maybe maybe a die detector, like it's gonna like detect someone who's gonna kill someone else or whatever. Okay. I'm only concerned because I ain't got no more cat food, and I'm hoping I didn't waste it. Right, please don't let anyone die. Please let him be safe. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's see what kind of chaos we got going on out here now. You really better stand by your neighbor's run. Y'all get away from his house! They're shot, whispering among themselves. Okay, well, I understand they gotta go where they gotta go, but they likely want to take shelter there. Was there any place left to hide from all this? Any place in the world? I mean, it's not my neighbor's using it or whatever, but... On past stands a man armed with an assault rifle. He looks completely insane. His jacket's covered with torn out teeth, eyes, who knows what else. It's hard to make out from here. Okay, show up you're not his enemy. On the pole hangs a man with a sign that reads, "You took everything from me." Was he robbed or did Fema take his family? Your mind races, but there's no answer, only guesses. Oh boy. Well, oh boy. You're too damn calm with everything going like going to hell behind you. Good day, homeowner. Are you renting out rooms here? I just let you. Don't gotta tell him that. Something like that. A rather vague answer. Well, fine. I suppose we can finalize the agreement at a later date. Backdated appropriately, of course. Although, in lieu of the formal contract, how much do you charge per night? Pay what you want if you feel you need to. Look, okay, I mean, if I'm gonna keep doing this, I need to get something out of this, all right? You know, this ain't, you know, I've got bills to pay. You know, all these showers they're taking, like, you know, probably like, you know, who knows how many appliances they're using. My ass is like, make sure I get like some payment this time. Pay what you want if you feel you have to. Excuse me? Do I look like I need a favor? That's not what I said. Unbelievable. To think a member of the respectable rental institution would turn their nose up at good money. I said you could pay what you wanted. Fine, we'll settle this properly later with a full legal contract. You know, I don't like your attitude. Excuse me, did you say I should leave? Was that a threat? I said you should leave. It wasn't a threat, it was an option. Was that a threat? You might want to reconsider your tone. I could interpret that as a threat to my life. Yeah, well, you know what? Guess what? Everything out there's a threat to your life, so take your pick. I'm not the only one. Like, the entire outside world's a threat to your life. So, I mean, I guess he's right and everything, but you can come up with that attitude. Which, incidentally, contravenes Article 119 of the Constitution, and trust me, that would look very good for you. Have you seen the state of the world? I think they got other priorities than some, like, you know, than wee man right here showing up on my front porch or whatever, getting mad because I won't, like, you know, pay, you know, take proper money, like, to let him in. You're like, he's like the opposite of a freeloader. He's getting mad because I don't want his money. Have a pleasant day. Hello, I guess, if that's better. Is this, like, your place? I mean, your house, sir? Are you looking for someone? Nah, I just need to crash for a bit or something. You promise she seems like she's too ordinary. I'm sick of hiding in basements. Keep this up and I'll probably forget how to talk soon. Not you care. What are you doing hiding out in basements? I'm traveling, I guess. Want to see the world, different places. Maybe I'll find a new home somewhere. But I'm broke, so it's either making deals for a room or sneaking in the basements. Whatever. That's life. Sometimes you just run a total jerk, so... So try anything creepy and I'll punch your freaking lights out. You know, there's not really too many housing options right here. You know, you might want to watch it. What? Yeah, see, that changed their attitude. No, wait, whoa. You even got carpets? Sweet. What the? Whatever. Don't get picky now or whatever. I mean, I let you in. You're far away from, like, you know, like any vaults here, buddy. I mean, there's a Fallout going on. He looks like a ghoul from Fallout. Hey. Can you let me in, pal? What the hell happened to you? I got caught in the midday sun. I'm putting out forest fires. I'm the only one left of my squad. The rest, the boss just wouldn't let them leave. Now, they're on shift eternally. Why aren't you at a hospital? A hospital? There are no more hospitals, pal. When the visitors came, the whole point of hospitals went up in smoke. Hard to get treatment if you can't trust who's treating you. There's no helping me now. I've been better off putting out those fires and dying out there with my buddies. I don't have much time left anyway. Thanks, pal. I don't think I'll be in your hair for too long. At least I won't have to die alone in the dirt. They gave us a slip of paperwork before we went to put the fires out. Maybe they tell us to report to a quarantine zone, but why go if everyone who does ends up dead? Hey, fucking excuse me? So they aren't gonna come back. Here, I don't need it anyway. You can throw it away or use it for something else. Well, he just told me, yeah, so Fat Travis or Fat Trevor, you know, and Haley Joel Osment ain't coming back. Of course, I already knew that was how it was gonna go. I knew they weren't coming. I usually these things. I was like, oh, well, they're gonna be fine. You know, we're just gonna do some tests and, you know, send them right back to you. Good afternoon. This is the wrong voice. Good afternoon. This is the news. We bring you an important update. New details have emerged regarding a recent incident unfolded in the city. Seems one of the city's quarantine zones came under attack from an armed individual. Suspect's motive remains unclear at this time, and it's unknown if the attacker had any accomplices. I think I know who it is. Notably, several unidentified individuals that also escaped the quarantine zone. Silence is the harbinger of death. Sinister quiet that drains the soul. Worse than it is the ringing. Distant funeral knell rolling over louder. Bell tolls for us all, filling our ears with endless din. Filthy thoughts caught in the webs of wax. Infernal nests where visitors thrive, tangled deep in sticky substance. Saramoon and Andins. Up next, special report on the temporary suspension of a corpse disposal. She can't even see the next sign! It's so goddamn hot. I don't feel like I should test him. How are you feeling? I feel like it's even worse than I thought. Damn it. I don't think I'll hold out longer than a week. Did ease the pain a little when you let me in, though. Thank you. But now I'm just sitting here while the rest of the guys are out there dying. Could have stayed with them. It's not like I've got anything to lose. I'm already on the way out, after all. I don't think I gotta check him. You better, like, not let me down, though, dude. I'm sick of all this. Why are you out there on your own? Well, home was cramped, loud as hell, zero comfort, wanted out, wanted to see the world. So yeah, I grabbed a backpack, couple sodas, some snack bars, this old friendship bracelet I made back in school. And I left. Parents probably didn't even notice, not that I care. Since then, I just wander around, crash wherever I can. Honestly, been fine so far. At least nobody's on my back, and I'm my own damn boss. Yeah, I mean, definitely gotta worry about Billy there. Y'all know. I mean, pretty sure we were all seeing Stranger Things. Alright, Max, as long as, like... I miss Trevor. But the thing about it is, the problem is... So we know he probably checks out. He's good. I don't know about her. And I really don't want to check him, but... They definitely want to try to make this whole thing, like, you know... Because obviously something definitely happened to him. Alright, time to test that aura. Fine, just hurry up and get it over with, old man. So it's ears. And the hair. Whatever, I don't care. I like it. Okay, so her ears are good. Alright, I got one more I can check after this, I think. Photo. I'm planning to send this photo somewhere to help my parents track me down. You can fuck right off. Oh yeah, she's got all those positive vibes. Well, show me. Ice. What's his hands? Wrong. Why are her eyes red? Unless she's wearing contacts. It would make sense because, you know, she's definitely kind of punk rockish. I'm gonna hope she's actually good. But if someone dies tonight, we're gonna know someone here's sus. Yeah, she could be... Okay, we're good. For now, at least. Wild dogs roam the street. Their bodies bear shallow burns, hunger wears them thin, all. Inside your house, you don't fear them. But you now can't shake the feeling that it's better not to go outside. You'll let them take care of, like, you know, the Chippendale dancer. You're grieved by a famous cell in your neighbor's ruins. But little remains, the basement seems to be intact. Small pocket of safety. How long can they keep hiding? But probably helping that they're seeing, like, you know, the whole thing, like, obviously, of course, is that, like, you know, zombie survival guides also state this. The one I had especially. One of those dumb things you can do is have, like, you know, light. It's nighttime, and you got those freaking, like, you know, lights right there, like... You keep lights out in the dark. Small groups carrying their belongings gather nearby. They whisper, careful not to be heard by female officers. Looks like they're moving from they're from the quarantine zones and they're moving to former resident homes. Now the hanging man looks like a grim welcome sign. Okay, y'all better not try to bring yourselves in by force. What's going on? Shit. We require more test subjects from you. The sooner we get them, the better. Bring back the ones you took. You're in no position to make demands. Well, I'm in per position not to open this door. I mean, you know he's got a gun, but I've got a cat. All right, I win by default. You've all done nothing but try to get in our way. How have I done that? I've been like in here inside my house. It's not these guys out there. They've been. It's like giving like some serious obey vibes. And look where that got us. We recently had to wipe out a visitor colony. Ain't that what y'all are supposed to be doing in the first place? A place that used to be my hometown. How long is all this going to continue? Still studying the cause of these events. Stay out of our way. Hard to say when things will return to normal. We need to run more tests to keep things under control. Probably was, and this will be all over before you know it. Yes, you have to hand someone over again. I'm concerned. 2? This time we'll need 2. Doesn't matter who, just hand over 2 of your residents over now. Everything will be back normal soon. I'm worried they're gonna take the teenager. The thing is that they took what's his name. They took like the one who was about to die anyway or whatever. Of course there is that or whatever. I mean, he already knew he was gonna be dead. There's a chance they could take like the one guy, the perfect dude. I'm not complying. Forget it. For fuck's sake, have it your way. You're enjoying the view behind me? That's what happens when stubborn assholes like you get in our way. Resist and it'll happen again. We care about this city. Just give us people. There's a guy walking around without a shirt on. I hope you meet him. It's just, I'm frustrated about this because the one dude or whatever, as much as, the thing about him, like, the guy that was like, oh, so optimistic, I mean, it wouldn't have been as bad like if it was just him or whatever, and maybe like the guy, as much as I wouldn't have wanted it for him, the one that was like pretty much already dead anyway, because by then it's okay, he was already, dying, so it's, at the very least, that we're gonna end up just putting him out of his misery in the end. But I hate that they took her. Because she seemed like, she was like, I literally just saved her and everything. And seemed like, she was basically just trying to get out there to see the world and everything. Everything went to shit. Now he's taking her. Now she ain't coming back. Oh, that sucks. Why does he look like the ones... I'm just gonna go and point this out because we're talking Romero here. Looks like the zombie from Day of the Dead. Probably the most iconic one. He might be a reference to him. Yeah. Yes, your house is perfect. I can feel it. What exactly do you feel? Death. Death has taken a liking to your house. She's quite fond of it. I don't know how many have died here, but her presence is strong. Alright, Thanos, so you're obsessed with death now. Who even are you? Why are you dressed like that? We are the harbingers of a new faith. The orders of the hollow... He's a cult leader. Orders of the hollow doctrine. Death hath come. She wishes only to soothe humanity, to free us from our chaos and bitterness and bedlam. Why isn't I can't play one goddamn game lately without someone coming in and being a part of a cult? We are simply helping her draw closer. It is a true way to find salvation. There's no going back. I mean, it's my like house, like some kind of like religious hotspot. We had someone who prays the sun, someone who prays God. Now we got someone who's praising death. You want to come inside or something? I need not enter. My mission is only to spread the hollow truth that brings everlasting peace. But my brothers require shelter. Death is drawn to this place. They will conduct rites for the departed. You simply need to keep them safe. Sounds like a tall order. It is a tall order. The road to higher purpose is never one easily traveled. Do you not long for peace, a world where no one is a burden to any other? Watch over my people, and remember, if one of them dies, your house will be reduced to nothing. Don't threaten me! Everything else is already burned around me. Yeah, that was definitely a fun game. Somebody's like gonna threaten to burn my house down or whatever. Hell, like whatever's burning the other house down, I'll probably get you before you do. Good luck with that. My neighbor's house burned down last week or whatever. You ain't doing anything special. Alas, there's no other way. Then I'll just shoot you all. You think we few are all that carry the torch of our faith? Others will come. While you sleep, they'll douse the walls in gasoline and strike a match. Even if you survive the blaze, your house will be gone. My cat lives here. Just want you to know that. Where would you run? Perhaps let them stay. Yes. I doubt it'll take very long. Did he force them in here? Oh, I want to kick your ass right now. Big thuds. It's you, ain't it? Oh, this guy. Keep your distance, huh? Good. That improves your odds of survival, unless you're a visitor. Who are you? Someone who's here to clean up the filth my neighborhood's dealt with. You don't need to know nothing else about me. Let me guess, is that a broom in your hands? That's a funny way of looking at it. Sure, it's a broom. I can sweep away the filth with my bare hands, but this just makes it easier. The most effective way, though, lock them up in a house and torch it. Why is everyone trying to threaten with burning my damn house down tonight? Y'all got some Because I bet that he's basically trying to, that was an implied threat towards me. Anyone who feels sorry for visitors might as well be one. So why are you here? Hold it. You already asked your questions, now I'll ask mine. Anything good going on in the neighborhood? Any threats I should keep an eye out for? This. A half-naked visitor and now they an entire patrol. Just one? Half-naked? So it wasn't wearing any protective armor. Interesting. You actually saw him? Oh, I'm having a feeling this guy's probably about to end up getting killed. We know how this usually goes. Machete right here, thinks he's about to go out there and just wreck this dude. He does kind of like Danny Trejo to an extent. Yeah. Hang on, which voice was? Yeah, I believe you did. You don't talk like someone who's in the habit of spreading rumors. Alright, yeah. You don't talk like someone who's in the habit of spreading rumors. You got my attention. I'll be back again. Yeah, save me, please. If it's the half-naked one and you just missed him. Oh god, why'd I get a feeling this dude right here is about to be a... So, internet's down, you ain't got anyone to troll online anymore, buddy? So now you just come in here, right? He kind of gives, like, troll vibes. Or like some kind of, like, comic nerd or whatever is gonna be in the shop. It's like, well, I'll have you know that Superman is much better than Batman. All right, Amber. Yeah, I'm trying to see how much longer. I'm probably gonna go just a little bit longer on this. But yeah, hello, resident. I'm in a bad fucking mood, so I apologize in advance. There's so many jackasses out there. I hope you're not one of them. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Everyone, really. All them fuckers who were only kept to check my faith or whatever, that bullshit stopped them from killing each other. After gods died, there was nothing human left, and they're just fucking animals. As if all this is shit with the visitors was enough, now we have to deal with them too. Fuck. It's got you so wound up. I don't take it personally, it's just all this shit with the sun and now the fucking visitors. It feels like humanity's right in there in the casket next to God. And I'm angry. Just wanted to go to lead a normal fucking life, you know? That's supposed to be go. Or music. No one has any use for that shit anymore. Now I'm just trying to not become part of it either camp. I'm already looking at his teeth. Don't worry, I won't be. But you better not be. And no, I won't beat anyone up. You couldn't. I turn my anger on myself so no one else has to suffer. Good afternoon. You're watching the news. FEMA is currently assisting victims of the quarantine zone attack. Due to overcrowding in existing facilities, the agency has made the following decision. Evacuated residents will be temporarily housed in buildings on the outskirts of the city. Fortunately, local homeowners are cooperating with FEMA and have offered shelter. As of this report, only a portion of the escaped individuals have been located. Thankfully, a new identifier has been announced by officials earlier today. Bleeding gums. Maybe this got gingivitis. The individual showing this condition comes to your door. Do not engage. Wait for a scheduled FEMA patrol and report this suspect to the relevant authorities. Remember, stay where you are and avoid further instructions. Or wait further instructions. That's the latest for now. Next up, a special report on a dangerous new cold. That I might have a few members of my house? Okay, well, you're still good, at least. You look scared. Are you afraid? You're observant, homeowner. Unlike my brothers in faith, I still struggle with fear. Doubt torments me. What lies beyond life? What does it feel like? Our mentor teaches us it's neither heaven nor hell, but it's something else, but I can't seem to grasp it. And even if he truly doesn't fully understand death, will he ever truly understand her? What if reaching her isn't enough? What if she is truly beyond comprehension entirely? But I dare not question our mentor's will, for in his eyes I see confidence and understanding. He asks us to embrace death and steel our resolve, to be ready. Only then can we cross the rivers of death and the mountains of bones and reach her. Death. I got 3 of you dinguses I gotta look after now. Who are you? Lost souls, just like the countless others who walked this blighted earth. We yearn for peace, for stillness, eternal. We have found the path to her, death. Why do they tremble before her? Is it truly the unknown they fear, or the lashings of dogma burn into their souls? For millennia we clawed at the veil, seeking life's meaning, and lo, its answer was laughingly simple. Death's our purpose, and we are her followers. How long will you be staying? We're not homeowner. We wouldn't be not be any trouble. We appreciate your hospitality and do not wish to anger you. You've done so much for us already. We'll stay in your room and pray quietly. You need some rest. The journey here will be long and hard. Alright, just don't rearrange my furniture or anything. So no story talking about doing that before, I think that guy's daughter. To the kitchen. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I might be right on what I was trying to do with the cat before. It's probably my last night I do rogues. I couldn't tell if it was like I feel someone's gonna die tonight. But I want to test him. Fucking shit. Seriously? Fuck. Fine, be quick about it. Oh no, that was right. Alright, yeah, so we ain't got any other signs to look for in it. Oh yeah, he said bleeding gums. So I guess they'll have like bleeding gums alongside their teeth. I don't give a fuck here. Okay, you're good on teeth. Yellow? Well, fuck them. As long as I clench my jaw so hard I can hear it crack. Drives me fucking crazy and I catch myself too late every damn time. Oh yeah, shit lord. Oh yeah. It's a nice ore you got there. You want to shoot me because of some dumb fucking photo? You bastard. You completely fucking heartless bastard. Damn it. Okay, they got me there. Oops. So he was safe. My dumb self or whatever saw like the red ore. Okay, so it definitely has like stand out a lot more. So for all I know, that one chick I shot her where it might have actually been something other than the ore that was identified. I just got lucky because hers like was blue and red. Well, crap. All right, guys, we're gonna have like what's about to be like the last ad break of the night probably because I'm probably gonna do this last night and I'm gonna be like calling it on the stream. So yeah, give me about 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're about to do like the last night of this. I said I can like save and quit to the desktop and everything, so. I ain't quite tired yet. Someone's probably gonna die. I bet you one of these cultists is gonna do it. Because the main thing kind of gets me is just trying to keep them safe and everything. I feel like that kind of like may already be like a sign that they might not be bad. Because as if I shot them or whatever, it means I'm already gonna be like, you know, going down the road of like, you know. Alright, please don't. Alright, everything seems like it's good at the moment. No one died. I'm gonna check him from this way. Armed visitor hunter holds a group of survivors at gunpoint. You probably stumbled on them by chance. You hear snips of shouting, a crazed voice yelling. Who will survive in this new world? Not these guys. Oof. I'll just stand over the dead dogs. One of them is jotting something down on a tablet. Can a handful of people stop a horde of starving animals? Unlikely. I just love like, the world building like outside and everything, where you kind of see all this stuff going on. Two film officers stand by a lamppost staring at the hanged man. Looks like they've finally gotten around to the main tracks of the area. They're like clueless detectives, must be wondering how he got up there without a ladder. Hello, anyone there? I heard footsteps, means you're there, behind the door. Can you open it? Oh wait, this is the first turn of ones you took. Took? Oh, you think I'm a film officer because of the suit? Nah, I just pulled off a corpse. Figured it might be safer out here that way. They must wear these things for a reason. Alright, just hide in plain sight. Clever. Maybe the sun leaves radiation behind at night or something? I don't even want to know. So, who are you then? Just a regular factory guy. Built fridges, fixed them too. And I don't work there anymore. Work kept piling up, not enough people left, we couldn't keep up. I burned out and quit. I don't know, you should leave. What? Oh, thanks. Wait, that came out wrong. Yeah, I get it. Guess it's kind of that is kind of scary. I don't even know why I'm holding on to it. Bye. Something just seemed off. Anyways, that note that like he didn't actually know how to do like a proper like goodbye there. I feel that I'm not alone. You feel that? Change is haunting you. So am I. And now one of your ilk is deathless. All because of a word. One single word. But what a word it is. You know who I mean? Strange things happen around you. I don't care. Attached, are we? Don't even care anymore. Let's fix that. There are at least two of us inside your house. You open the door for me. I don't understand. It's simple. Let's give it a try. But first, you alone? I'm not alone. Well, well. Even we are a rare sight now, let alone your kind locked in their walls. Change isn't the worst thing coming for you. You don't think I'd lead a pack, do you? There are far greater things out there. Ask them to follow orders. Well then, can we meet again? So, survive another encounter with him at least. Good evening. Any chance you've got room for one more? I don't know why I was doing that voice. I was trying to think of a voice for him, but I'm probably just gonna like just not even try to accent it, where he seems like he just might be like ordinary Joe. Good evening. Any chance you got room for one more? I don't really need much. What brought you here? I just finished college, but finding a job in my field's been tough, so I took some shifts at a local little coffee shop. You say coffee? But after everything that's happened, people just stopped showing up, and they made us all redundant. Guess those who landed gigs at nightclubs got lucky. Seems things actually turned out better for them. Times get tough, people simply wish to tune it all out for a while, be carefree for a moment, just like when we were children. The landlord didn't want to rent to a fresh graduate with no steady income in the first place, so after all this started, he kicked me out. Said it was due to my lack of employment. Moved his half-siblings in shortly after. Can't say I really blame him, but I hope you can see my side too. I hate being a burden on anyone, but when things get rough, you do what you can to survive. And I try to be useful till I'm back on my feet. I promise that someday I'll return the favor. Fine, come in. Thank you so much, but it seems there's someone there I had a problem with back at the coffee shop. I honestly don't think this one's on me. Honestly, I don't think this one's on me. And I've already taken up a lot of your time, but I'm afraid I won't feel comfortable sharing space with that cat lady. Nope. I see. I understand. Take care. But I know that she ain't. I know there's nothing wrong with her. I can tell. Him, though, he could have been trying to kick me out just because he knows she could be a threat to the visitors.
Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me. Let me tell you. Might I pop in and rest a minute?
What? You chose to walk all the way over here specifically.
No, I didn't plan to come here. Don't be silly.
And yet, here you're here.
Yet fate has a habit of bringing us together. No meeting is a mistake, dearie. Since I'm here, that means my feet brought me here for a reason. Eyes laying on your house with purpose. As it's always meant to be, I assume.
You could have just kept walking. Why'd you stop here?
Have you got wings in those ears, dearie?
I could test you tomorrow if I let you in and see if you got anything in yours.
I'm tired of walking. Here, I'd have a chance to catch my breath and maybe have a nice chat, nice natter. It's enough for an old lady like me. You tell me something, I'll spin you a yarn in return. Share and share alike. Then maybe these old bones can rest a while. Thank you, dearie. I can tell you'll be a very entertaining host, and maybe I'll finally find out what's been going on around here.
How do you not know? I'm telling you, woman, I wake up and someone's dead. Or like, or someone dies or whatever. Damn. I think she might have been one of the only ones I let in. Good afternoon. Now for the news. The situation in the city is gradually stabilized, but some fugitives still remain at large. Meanwhile, corpse disposal operations have resumed. The new challenges have emerged. According to the latest reports, packs of stray dogs are now roaming the streets. FEMA has deployed a team to address the threat. The agency has also announced a new identifying site of potentially dangerous individuals. Skin irritation. That was one I used before y'all even announced it. Oh, it would be nice to know about that previously. Well, the one who said, like, you know, she had, like, the skin irritation. That's probably, like, how I was able to identify her without even knowing. The investigation into the attack is still ongoing. Whether the attacker attacked alone still remains unclear. However, there is no doubt that FEMA will contain both this and the ongoing visitor threat. If you have any questions about recognizing visitors, the FEMA hotline is open on 00451. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. That's the latest for now. I'm next reporting the unfolding situation in the equatorial belt. Alright. So whatever comes, I just want to like do a quick skim through to see like who all's here. Cause I can't remember like how many I invited in last night. Cause if I just invite that lady in, one of the cultists died, which is concerning. You. If you kill one of those cultists and this is gonna come back on me, no. Unless one of the cultists did themselves in, get up. You. I let you into my house and you do this. I mean, I saw it on the menu. I saw right there where it says save and quit the desktop. Been through a lot. I got any more of the kombucha or whatever, so. I mean, I don't see no more kombucha. I know they had that earlier, but I accidentally drank it. You, though. When I come back, you're done, lady. I know it had been you. The only thing those cultists would have done themselves in, or wherever you got those eyes like that or whatever. Just wait. I let her in, the first thing she does is kill one of them. When that one cultist, and when the leader comes back, where he's probably gonna be coming after me. Alright, what's the end game way? I'll give you this one. Oh. Extreme heat and droughts are devastating multiple nations. Recent reports indicate temperatures so high the contact with the ground is enough to cause third-degree burns. Death toll remains unknown and evacuation is currently impossible. Government is so much more and unable to establish communication with authorities in affected regions. However, once conditions allow, FEMA officers will be deployed to assist with disaster relief. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned for updates. Okay, so they won't do it right just yet. I probably just gotta keep checking the TV. Alright, so yeah, what I'm probably gonna do, Rogues, is like, you know, because so the plan for this, definitely enjoying this game. I want to at least like do one playthrough of it or whatever, regardless of what ending I get, and just leave it at that. Probably, maybe play it again in the future. But the plan is that I'm probably gonna do like, you know, another episode for this on Monday, and like, you know, so that would basically be like next episode for this. Because like I said, next Wednesday is gonna be my last day of streaming for a bit. I'm gonna be taking a bit of a short break. So what I was probably going to do next week is I was going to play some more of this probably Monday. Maybe do like an episode of Mega Bonk on Tuesday, since I do want to like try out the new areas unlocked on that, or the new stuff I got for it. I you know, did on Mega Bonk. So I'm probably going to like, you know, do some of this on Monday, Mega Bonk Tuesday, and then I would like do what should be my final stream for Castlevania on Wednesday, as well as next episode for Power Wash for Crime Scene Cleaner, and then afterwards I'm going to go on my break. So Wednesday's going to be my last day streaming. I'm gonna be kind of like taking a little bit of time off after, you know, from New Year's onwards for about a week or so, give or take. So yeah, there'll be one more episode for this at least. As far as today's concerned, so it's 1:30 a.m. right now. I'm hoping like for me, Amber, Joe, and if we get like a fourth person in, we'll probably like do some of the other side. So I'll probably play the other side, and then like, tomorrow I'm hoping for us to kind of like, you know, jump in and finally check out the new map from Phasmophobia. So I've got like probably like what, like maybe 5 more days of streaming before the break. And then afterwards, I'll be back for, you know, once the break is concluded, which should be about a week or so. So one of the key reasons I want to go on a break as well is I've got like a lot of stuff I need to like, you know, clean up on my YouTube channel. In regards to like community posts and things. There's some other stuff I want to like try to like, you know, take care of off stream. Like, there's just like several things I'm wanting to kind of like, you know, do like as far as like stuff I want to carry with me into the new year. And things I kind of want to leave behind, as regards like fresh starts, trying to move forward and everything, doing like a little bit of spring cleaning before spring, you know, arrives. And like I said, I want to clean up like a lot of my community posts on YouTube. And there's like, you know, some other things I really want to like try to work at, like in regards to some of my content stuff, other things like that aren't really, you know, YouTube or Twitch channel related and everything. There's just like a lot that I have on my plate that I'll be able to like, you know, address a lot easier if I'm not having to worry about streaming for a little bit. And it's all like, you know, pretty much for the benefit of trying to come back in hopefully with somewhat of a clearer mind. You know, some stuff like being cleaned up, you know, as far as like the content side of things is concerned. But yeah, but either way, I definitely enjoyed my first like, you know, look at this game. It was definitely worth picking up. Like I said, I know like others were playing it, and I was trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible. And it's definitely been like, you know, pretty fun. I mean, I tried, because I understand like the comparison to Papers, Please, but to me this feels like it's actually easier than Papers, Please. It definitely kind of like seems like it's a bit overwhelming, you know, with like all the different ways to identify people. But it kind of just feels like as long as you can get like, you know, one key way to identify someone, that's gonna pretty much be all you need. Like with the old lady, we obviously, it's safe to say her ass is sus. You know, the way her eyes looked, you know, there ain't no one gonna tell me that's cataracts or anything. You know, she is definitely a visitor. She killed one of the cultists, and I'm just kind of concerned that's gonna end up like, you know, causing my house to get burned down, because the guy said anything happened to them. But I'm hoping it could be one of those things where as long as all, like at least 3 of them are, like 2 of them are still, at least 1 is still alive. Hopefully maybe it won't come back to bite me, but one of them did die, and that's kind of frustrating. But she's gonna get what's coming to her like next stream of this, which will be on Monday. So anyways, Zed like progress is gonna be saved. And that being said, I'm gonna like go ahead and I got like let me see what I got here. Yeah, I got like multiple yeah, I got like 4 different, like I got some trading cards like while I was yeah, I got like 4 different trading cards, for towards like the badge and everything. I like how they were talking about like that one thing. Like, apparently, this one card, like that one entity that kept showing up, they're saying it's Enraiser. And I wonder if that actually might have been like a reference to Pinhead, because I think about he did kind of make me think of Pinhead a little bit. The dude that showed up with the bald head and everything, he was being like really cryptic about stuff. But yeah. But with that being said, because I'm gonna like check and see who may be live on Twitch right now. All right, not too many options. So yeah, and the main thing I'd be concerned about, if I try to like rate someone else who's playing this, chances are I might end up getting something spoiled and not want to risk that. So definitely gonna try to do a raid like after me and like my friends like wrap up our stream for the other side tomorrow or later today. But yeah, this is still like a lot of fun tonight, Rogues. Definitely, I think it was like one of my better streams. This definitely brought out like a lot of my commentary. I know like some of my streams recently, a lot of like stress and other stuff I've been dealing with. My commentary was kind of lacking. It was showing that I was kind of like trouble about some stuff. I'll admit that. And I even actually said it on stream. But this was like one of those things where I definitely, got a chance to kind of really come in with my commentary and try and make things comical and hopefully get like, a good bit, a few laughs out of you guys. This is definitely a really fun game. And I'd highly recommend it to anyone, like, wants like, play something a little bit unique as far as horror is concerned. Definitely has like the whole anomaly detection vibe, concept to it. And I found out pretty easily, like how how quick you can like, get like a really bad ending in this game, when I went that one jerk in. But I'm hoping that maybe my little, Timu Punisher, friend I met recently might come back and do something about him. Because the thing is, I just look at it like one of the things you really like, I feel could probably like really be a threat to this half naked, hulking Chippendale Attack on Titan looking jerk. You have like all these officers or whatever pretty much try to take him on, and like and he pretty much just went in boss on them. But they were trying to follow protocol with like probably like with limited like what ammunition they had and everything, and probably went in with maybe like some experience. But you've got like this dude right here. But the main thing about like the one guy came in with like the whole arsenal and like all these visitors he's killed. A lot of times, like the way they do in like a lot of mediums is that there's nothing like more dangerous than that one dude who basically gives no fucks compared to like to a whole like like thing is like I feel like one guy that gives no fucks that actually just goes in there and can take out like a whole bunch of things by himself, like the Punisher or whatever. It's probably gonna be like the one you want to root for compared to like a whole bunch of people, like a whole bunch of guys in a group with like guns or whatever, because okay, they're all like trying to like facilitate each other and everything, trying to like make up for each other's weaknesses. You got this one guy who's coming in there handling things himself. That's the one you probably want to root for, because if he ain't got no one watching his back and he's destroying everything, he's probably the bigger threat. So I feel like he's probably gonna be more of a threat to like Chippendale or whatever than this whole battalion that were basically probably just a bunch of red shirts in the end. They didn't have names. This guy doesn't really have a name, but he probably don't need one. Only thing he needs, like, to have like a name for, have a name. That the only thing with him that requires a name is like whoever's like, whatever creature he's shooting or whatever, he's gonna put their name on the bullet. That was like a little long-winded. But anyways, yeah, next stream, guys, is gonna be for more of the other side. We definitely need to work on getting some more progress on that, so we can eventually unlock, the 6-player mode in it. Because we do have to like, get like the proper safe house as well as like the van. And maybe this stream we might jump in actually, I like take things up to like professional. We'll see. But I'm hoping that the way it'll go is that, because I know at the very least it may be me, Amber, and Rocket Nachos, but I'm hoping we can find a fourth person to play the other side with us, but we'll see how things go. But anyways, until next stream, Rogues, which will be sometime later today for the other side, or if it comes down to it that might be, we might, if we have to like, switch something else, considering like it all depends on Amber's energy levels with her conditions and everything. We may do more of Gone Fishing, not sure. But it'll either be the other side or Gone Fishing. But either way, until next stream, guys, much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me for this, and what was an amazing first look at No, I'm Not a Human. And I'll be playing more on Monday. But until next stream, you guys be safe. Much love. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you for watching.